specialized internet rate podcast, live video streaming, red carpet and backstage interviews, and much more. We are also a full-service recording production studio with in-house producers and composers with talented engineers. Book your next recording session or start your new broadcasting career by calling 718-708-5890 or email us at info@thematrixstudios.com. And for more information, visit www.thematrixstudios.com.
You freedom, but run for your life.
Caribbean Buzz TV.
Caribbean Buzz TV.
You're locked on to Caribbean Buzz TV. That stage is going to be lit.
Shout out to Caribbean Buzz TV. Check it out. And where are you guys representing? Jersey.
You're watching Caribbean Buzz TV. Caribbean Buzz TV. Only action straight at you.
Bass in my heartbeat. Don't chase what I can't keep. Don't hate me cause me dirty. Cause me dirty the truth.
Love comes in many ways. Is love visible to you? FlowX Films presents the web series everyone is talking about, Love is Blind. A tale set in modern-day Brooklyn, New York is taking the internet by storm. Touching on real-life topics, Love is Blind brings an authentic look at relationships, street life, and family taboos. Love is Blind will keep you guessing and have you wanting more. Catch new episodes every Wednesday. Search FlowX Films on YouTube or subscribe to receive new episode alerts for Love is Blind.
Get 'em Girls Styles is the best place for all your hair care needs. Conveniently located in the Bronx at 1444 Boston Road. Get 'em Girls Styles specializes in total hair care and hair extension service, including wig making. Purchase any extension service and receive a free wash and set. Call 347-431-3225 or go to GETEMGURLZ.com and use the code 1039 for 15% off. Get 'em Girls Style, where beauty meets the eye.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. Go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Fans, it's your girls Essence
and Tanisha,
and we are Real Ladies Real Talk.
Yeah, we know you're trying to listen to your football game.
Yeah, we know. But this is for Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. You can watch us on Ustream Live,
or you can go ahead and download our weekly podcast on iTunes and Stitcher.
Get in line.
At least it's not on Sunday.
Football fans, are you looking for an alternative experience this spring? If yes, then welcome to the Triborough Football League. Established in 2008 with teams all around the city, the TFL offers athletes 18 and over the opportunity to keep their football dream alive. Fans are part of the game in the TFL with an up-close experience with the players. Learn more about the TFL at their open house March 4th from 9 a.m. to noon at Fusion East, 1179 Elton Avenue, Brooklyn. For more information on the TFL, go to TriboroughFootball.com.
Hey guys, this is Grace from Trill Body Athletics. I'm actually just checking in to let you guys know that I've created a 4-week training program for anybody that wants to catapult their fitness journey. This is going to be a good start for you guys. It is free. We have until October 15 to send this out. So email me, email my team trillbody@gmail.com. That's TEAMTRILLBODY@gmail.com. And follow us on Instagram, Trill Body Athletics. So please, if you have any questions, email us or send us a DM. Thanks.
On iTunes and Stitcher.
Get in line.
At least it's not on Sunday.
Football fans, are you looking for an alternative experience this spring? If yes, then welcome to the Triborough Football League. Established in 2008 with teams all around the city, the TFL offers athletes 18 and over the opportunity to keep their football dream alive. Fans are part of the game in the TFL with an up-close experience with the players. Learn more about the TFL at their open house March 4th from 9 a.m. to noon at Fusion East, 1179 Elton Avenue, Brooklyn. For more information on the TFL, go to TriboroughFootball.com.
Hey guys, this is Grace from Troll Body Athletics. I'm actually just checking in to let you guys know that I've created a 4-week training program for anybody that wants to catapult their fitness journey. This is going to be a good start for you guys. It is free. We have until October 15 to send this out. So email me, email my team, teamtrillbody@gmail.com. That's teamtrillbody@gmail.com. And follow us on Instagram, Trill Body Athletics. So please, if you have any questions, email us or send us a DM. Thanks.
Good morning, you know what that means. It's Saturday, so it's 950 Lounge, broadcasting from the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, the new regentified part they call Mott Haven of the Bronx. My name is Kevin KP. Prior to my immediate right is my partner that, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have all these techie stuff. Backstage, Ed, what's going on?
Hey, what's
Working
going on,
what, 30 minutes sleep?
Basically.
Rodeo and Just are off today. I got my man Nelson in the back. You'll be hearing him momentarily. Mm-hmm. What's going on, Ed?
Not much, man. Just been going over a couple of things, following the news, looking at a couple of depressing things. And
well, what's depressing you? You know what's funny you say that? Because I was looking at a report, and it was saying about 75% of the people today, I don't know how to get this, but are not smiling anymore. People are not happy. Like, people are waking up, going to work, and having these miserable thoughts about what's going on. And, you know, obviously, social media is at its height.
Yeah.
1600 is dominated by a person who has revived Twitter like LeBron
it's no tomorrow,
revived
right?
the Lakers. So from a standpoint, people are just walking around depressed. But what is your problem?
No, it's just that, I'm just tired of seeing so much depressing news all the time. I prefer to start seeing, that's why I signed up to the site called Good News. And it does put out good news that you can see stuff that's really good. And that's why you saw me flooding my Facebook page with a lot of those good stories.
Right.
Of like the cops helping this one kid because he was he was walking all the way to work.
Right.
And what they did was that they gave him a
car,
bike.
right? I saw that.
Brought up the owner of the company gave him his car.
Right.
So, stories like that, I've been looking for things like that. I'm just tired of hearing about Trump 24/7.
Well,
I'm just tired of
I mean,
you got to listen to see what he's talking about. But after a while, I'm glad that Fox has stopped broadcasting his own stuff as well now, because Fox is tired of him.
That's when Fox gets tired of you, it's a problem.
It's the same old same. So you just look at it and you're like saying, gosh, I said, somebody's hurting this, take him out of his misery. So hopefully after...
Hey, don't
No. I'm talking about
do that on your own time.
No. I'm talking about out of his misery, meaning that they just get him out the office.
Okay,
and when they get him out that
clarify.
office, that you didn't let me get a chance to specify.
They will break these doors down. They will come through this roof.
You know what? Not much our ratings would... No, you know what? It'd be huge because our ratings would jump.
No, well, man, it's him.
No, he'll be sitting there talking about us at every daggone rally.
Well, we both black, so I guess they'll take their pick.
Yeah.
But in any event, you got about 6 weeks away from midterms. You just mentioned about, the Trump challenge, and right now there seems to be a couple of battleground states, Arizona, the Jeff Flake seat's open, Nevada.
You got Texas. Yeah. No, right now I'm really enthusiastic about it right now because of the fact that you got a couple of good candidates that's like not really following the role of the regular Democrats itself.
Right.
So they're a little bit more upbeat. They're a little bit more looking at trying to make sure that everybody's a part of everything. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican, Democrat, or independent.
Yeah.
So they basically look like they're putting out a lot of good casts. Like the one I've been looking at is really the guy from Texas. He's been
Berto.
Berto. Yeah, he's been pretty good right now. Also, the guy from down in Florida has been good, and the lady in Georgia, I'm really kind of hoping that they get that straightened out there, because with her, that's kind of sad how they are suppressing the vote down there on her herself. So hopefully they'll get that straightened out.
Well, again, I mean, and I know, like, obviously I'm a little bit more to the middle. I'm not necessarily a complete liberal, but I'm certainly not a conservative either. But just go out and vote. It's funny here in New York, right? I never changed my address when I moved a couple years ago. So I had to change my address because I'm not going across town to vote. So I go through this journey, right? So I said, all right, you know what, just make a phone call, go on the internet, find a number. I call numbers, just nothing but, recorded messages.
Yeah.
You can't get anybody. So, my schedule's a little bit more flexible than a lot of other people. So I said, I'm just going to go to the office. So I go to the office. Nobody's at the desk.
Wow.
Then some lady comes in, like I was disturbing her day. And I'm like, well, this is the problem we're having. If this is a New York City, right?
Yeah.
And okay, I'm Bronx County. This is New York City. If this is happening in New York City, imagine the rural areas.
Yeah.
If we can go on our phones and vote for who we want to get eliminated from Survivor, or who's the next Love and Hip Hop candidate, why can't voting be simpler?
It could.
Why do we have to wait, especially here in New York? I know we play all over, and we'll talk about our new markets.
No, New York itself, it should be
But
simple.
why do we have to wait? If I can go to my phone and order a cheese sandwich on Uber, why can't I vote on this technology path that we got? Why are we still voting like it's 1955?
Well, reason why it's kind of hard at this present time to vote on this technology path due to the Russians and everybody else hacking our stuff right now. So with all that right now, until we get that part down pat,
I ain't messing with them either.
until we get that down pat, it's going to be kind of hard going that route. That's why at this time they still want to do it. Like right now, we got the best voting thing as it is right now. Situation as in, yes, it's on a paper ballot, but it gets scanned in. So you can get it electronically counted, but just in case if anything happens, you got the paper still.
Right.
And that's what they want to keep it going right now, because nobody's going to have those big old clunky big boots where you sit there and pull the lever and all that no more.
Don't they still use the boots?
No, that's it. In other places, but they are putting up the funds to get rid of those as well.
They can at least do early voting.
No, they got early voting.
Not in New York.
Yeah, they got certain places. I thought they had early voting.
No, not in this state. So other states, yeah.
Oh no, you're right, because what's his name is talking about he's planning to put it in next year. So we'll see what happens,
man. So.
But it's gonna actually come about, because right now with all the new youth that's coming out and everything else, I still say they should do like how we have it like how they have it right now over in Australia. As soon as you get to be 18, you automatically register to be voted. For voting.
Yeah, that sounds dicey. They used to throw people in wars as soon as you go.
Yeah, but you know what? But the whole thing is, I prefer you to be voting right there at 18. So there's no excuse that I can't I can't go and find my voting.
I'm a man of a certain age. I remember selective service. They scared the hell out of me. You don't go to the post office. You going to jail. Like, whoa. My 18th birthday, and you know me for a long time. My 18th birthday at 9:01, I was at the post office. They like, what are you?
You know what?
It's selective service. I ain't trying to go to jail.
I did that, but I didn't do that till later on. But I didn't really care about it.
Them commercials, selected service.
They got you nervous.
They got me real nervous, man. I was like, nah, I don't want no problems. But we got a great show today, man. We got a really superstar show. It's a young lady that's doing some amazing things, and she's brought some of her reporters from Girls Talk TV. Christina J. Williams is in the house.
Nice,
and we have some of our reporters, Ariel Chambers and Alicia Jenkins, who just got a dog. So
a dog?
Yeah, she got a dog.
I gotta ask what type of dog she got. Exactly. That sounds kind of good. I'm a dog person, so I like to know.
I was trolling. Once I knew who was coming, I started trolling people. So I was on her Instagram. Nah, I won't call it stalking. I ain't trying to get
They're looking at you like saying, trolling? That's what they call it nowadays?
I'm just a reporter. I'm just a journalist here. I was on her page, and she had a nice dog, a nice little dog house, and the boyfriend was hugging the dog. He started crying. It was cute. It was real cute.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say anything about the crying part, but okay.
Well, I don't know. I don't mean that. I don't know the brother who was crying. But in any event, again, I want to thank. We got a new listening base. Yes. Vapors TV Europe, Smashcast, FC2 in Japan, Konnichiwa. For those who are watching in Japan,
you've been watching too much Dave Chappelle.
Well, listen, it's the only word I know. It's like Je m'appelle in French. I thank you for tuning into Non-Free Lounge. I guess it was at nighttime, and it's like 12 hours.
Over there, 12 hour difference.
So thank you for joining us on Saturday night before y'all go, hit the sake, whatever you're doing. We appreciate it. But sit back, relax, and enjoy. You could have done anything you wanted to start your day, but you decided to start with us. Non-Free Lounge, come on back.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let the show begin. Tune in
Monday through Friday for a journey through classic hip-hop and R&B, exclusive celebrity interviews.
Today we have a special guest. She is one of the great female vocalists, the iconic, legendary Stephanie Mills will be joining the show today.
For all your celebrity news and gossip, ask Diamond about the E.
Make sure y'all tune in.
WWRN Urban Classics. It's the E. Jones Show. The E. Jones Show featuring the First Lady Sharonda, Cody, and Mills. Start your midday with a dose of E. Jones, Sharonda, Cody, and Mills. Waking your assets up.
Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Want your child to receive Christian values along with a first-class education? Then the Flushing Christian School is your place, serving grades K through 8. The Flushing Christian School has been providing quality Christian education since 1950, delivering a passion for serving Christ to students for their benefit and for the glory of God. For more information, go to FlushingChristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. The Flushing Christian School, 41-54 Murray Street, Flushing, New York, 718-445-3533.
Bueno el momento, no me quieren contigo porque nadie sabe lo que por ti siento. Como soy de calle dicen que yo no soy fiel. Ya te he demostrado que mis ojos son para ti mujer.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. To learn more, go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Dealing with a cheating spouse? Employee theft? Need proof? Lie detector test available. Maximum Protection has over 25 years surveillance experience in the tri-state area. Call today, 914-966-3100. Maximum Protection. We protect the innocent. It's Life Insurance Awareness Month, so why not call Catherine Rabitas, your local New York Life Rep, for life insurance, long-term care, and much more at 862-254-0878. 862-254-0878.
AM 97, The Answer.
This NFL game brought to you locally in part by Catherine Rabitas, your local New York Life Rep. Call 862-254-0878. 862-254-0878.
AM 97, The Answer.
The E. Jones Show proudly sponsors AMW Clothing. Now, what does that stand for?
Ambition, motivated women.
AMW Clothing is the embodiment of the culture many of us grew up in, but it's also the flavor of the new era. Style beyond judgment. Style that represents appreciation, drive, and hustle. Now, what brand you know can put those three words in the same sentence? Even celebrities such as Iman Shumpert, DJ Diamond Cuts, and many more are repping that AMW lifestyle. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Represent the brand today. Go on Instagram, follow and contact the girl Snow. Her username is @SnowDaddy__. That's SNOWDADDY__. Again, @SnowDaddy__. Follow her to stay updated with daily sales for quality merchandise, all the way from Street Fighter dad hats, Aaliyah and TLC shirts, to the best-selling Damn Gina hoodies. So go right this minute and check out the one and only brand that fits you.
Ambition, motivated women. Clothing.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. Go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Want to Hot 950 Lounge live Saturday morning, Saturday night, wherever you're catching us at. If you're catching us live, we appreciate the couple minutes you're giving us today. Again, me and backstage here, holding it down. Got Nelson in the box, and he'll be talking. He gives some voice or reason. Call him Robin, the youngster. But in any event, we have 3 talented ladies here this morning that are starting their own media venture and own media odyssey. The ladies from Girls Talk Sports TV, I got that right now. Christina J. Williams, founder and CEO. Miss Ari Chambers and Miss Alyssa Jenkins. I said it right? I'm making sure. You mention my name one more time. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a real pleasure. I mean, Christina, again, like I said, it's almost like probably was just yesterday you started this thing because when I first, it's funny because I won't mention your last company, but I have reached out to them about some media stuff and they said, hit Christina. Oh, okay. And then 3 days later, it was like, she's not there no more. But talk about Girls Talk Sports TV and what was the inspiration behind starting your own fledgling network?
Well, just to piggyback off what you just said, yes, I was a part of a different venture, which we will not name, but I felt like their vision didn't align with what I believed. And so Girls Talk Sports TV actually started in July 2018, about 3 months ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And the vision and the mission behind it was just simply to get women together, to give them a voice in sports, because I'm passionate about sports. I played basketball competitively. I've coached basketball. And so I've always had girls come up to me and say, oh, I see that you used to do TV hosting with Fashion One and TV. How can I get started? And I never really had an answer to give them because I'm like, there's no one straight path to success. So with Girls Talk Sports TV, I wanted to create a platform for women to come together, have a voice in sports, and to empower the younger generation of girls who are playing sports, who may one day want to become a sports broadcaster. I think that representation is very important, and so we have a diverse group of women here reporting for us, and it's taken off, and I'm very overwhelmed, but I'm grateful.
Well, again, I commend you for it, and that's one of the reasons why I really wanted you to come on the show, because in the time of age where we're living in now, I mean, it's, we've had issues in the past, but the issues are so up front in our face every day. The Me Too movement, the Harvey Weinsteins, Bill Cosby, Judge Kavanaugh. I mean, just the things that, can't believe I said that, those words. But just the world we live in that I think, and I don't knock the Cardis of the world and things of that nature.
No, of course not.
But it's important to have women that are professional, that are doing their thing, that are showing us other ways to success and stardom than just their physical attributes.
I agree with that 100%. And,
no doubt.
And since we started in July, we've had women like Ari and Alyssa who, they all bring something different to the table. And Ari, she covers the WNBA. She's a former New York Knicks cheerleader. She can tell you guys a little bit about that later. And Alyssa and I actually met at New York Fashion Week.
Wow.
I used to be a fashion reporter, like I said, for like about 4 years. And then Alyssa, we met at Fashion Week. I don't remember what show.
I think maybe Katie Gallagher. I'm not sure.
Oh my God. That was actually my first ever interview as a TV host, Katie Gallagher. Oh my God. That was so long ago. But so we met there, and then when Alyssa found out I was starting Girls Talk Sports TV, she was like, well, I swim. And there's such a stereotype about women of color or just people of color in general, and water and swimming. So I was like, oh, okay. No, representation matters.
Really
you know what I mean?
That's
true. Alyssa will teach you how to swim. So having Alyssa on this team is equally important. She brings her Alyssa quick swim tips of the day, and just many different things that will break that stereotype. And just having each girl here, we bring something different to the table.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'm grateful for all of you ladies.
Thank you. For you.
Well, let me go to Ari.
Hello.
You talk, hit one of those mics there. You said you obviously used to report for the WNBA.
She still does.
Still does.
Our mission is to push the W.
I don't want Kim Hampton coming after me.
That's the auntie. Yeah.
But obviously, something just came out this week that I think affected and angered a lot of women. I heard about the G League. Nothing wrong with getting younger players to avoid scandal in the college ranks. We don't want to go to class, but the $125,000 salary that now women are saying, wait a minute, accomplished women in the WNBA don't make that. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, let me just shine light on the fact that LeVar Ball had this idea first. So it's just
everybody looked at him crazy, but he was just a black man trying to take care of his family. So shouts to LeVar for your
Well, I've actually met in Los Angeles. Shout out to LeVar.
Yeah, I got respect for LeVar. I think, I think every innovator is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, so there's that. But as far as the women, the max salary is around $117,000. So you have to realize that the 2018 MVP, FIBA World Cup winner and Olympic gold medalist is making $110,000.
Yeah.
It's completely unfair to the women. They've been fighting for it, and the argument was W doesn't bring enough revenue. But it's like the G League. Come on, like they just start,
They do not sell out fast in NBA G League.
G League looks like.
No shade. The Liberty started playing where the Westchester Knicks played this past season, and there's no way they can bring in that much revenue. So I'm concerned about the women feeling like they're so underappreciated. Mind you, it's the most competitive women's basketball league in the world.
Right.
So to be making $40,000 in your first year, compared to an 18-year-old who's never had professional experience is a bit absurd.
Yeah.
And you're on that rookie contract for 3 to 4 years.
It's almost like, why would women play the WNBA?
Yeah, I mean, you have a Liz Cambage who's Australian, and she's looking like, why would I even come to America? Because a lot of people play in the summertime because it not only does it make you more money overseas, but you get to have your family watch you. That makes sense to be in the States for that. However, if you're an Australian playing here, or if you're, not American, having to play in this competitive league that wears and tears on your body.
Yeah.
And you don't get respect like the rest of the world. Like I went to Russia last year. They love them over there. They love them. They adore them. China, the fandom is crazy.
You ain't have to deal with no fake news.
Yeah, no. Okay. I had that 3-year Russian visa, so I might be going back. But no, they treat them like royalty. So what is the incentive for these ladies to play and beat up their bodies like this? And it's just frustrating. But the CBA is gonna, they have the option to opt out on November 1st, so it should be an interesting time for the W in general.
Right.
So I'm actually fearful because I'm not sure that if they were to strike,
I don't know if they would have the leverage.
I don't think we.
Right.
I don't know, and I don't want to speak on behalf of that. So,
but you know what? I look at it like this. I think that it comes within multiple women if they get together, because it's across the board for all sports.
Absolutely.
Because it's just not only basketball, it's baseball, it's the women's football, everything. So whatever women's sports there is, they get so much underpaid. It's like you might as well work for McDonald's than play the sport.
Well, as a cheerleader, I made more than some players, and so that's kind of like troubling to me. But you have to realize, in 22 years of existence, we're way farther than the NBA was in their 22 years. But it's more of a matter of misogyny and men just really telling them to go back to the kitchen.
Because I just think personally that if y'all get together, if all the sports get together, then y'all can probably be heard and then say you're not going to get this, and then have some of the men come on board as well to help support you. Because I know some of the NBA men actually fought for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me go to Alyssa. You've been sitting there very patiently. I know you said with new family member catching up with some sleep. But talk about how you come about. I know you guys met at a fashion event. But what do you see with Girls Talk Sports TV and where it's going? And it's very infancy stage.
Well, I just think that it's such a great platform that Christina created. It was needed. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I looked around. I'm like, there's not really anything like this out there. And she's just such an innovator. I think she's great. But anyways.
Checks in the mail, right?
In regards to me and why I reached out to her is because I'm a swimmer. I'm an African-American swimmer. And I grew up both in New York and in New Mexico, where when we see black people in the grocery store in New Mexico in Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, okay.
We'll be like, my mom would be like, oh my God. Hey, how are you? So the fact that I was on the swim team there, I was like the only black person on the swim team, except there was another one on another team in the same town. So growing up, there was no representation.
Yeah.
But when I came to New York, and I've coached in the Hamptons and in Manhattan, and when I was coaching in Manhattan, I saw the Brooklyn Otters. I'm repping another team right now. But they had so many African-American swimmers. I was coaching my own team and cheering for them at a meet. And then I was cheering for them too, and my other coaches were like, "Excuse me,
we pay you."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh yeah. Sorry." But
that's just part of culture living. That's how you say, "Wow, coming from New Mexico," and I get that because I spent a couple of nights in La Cruces, and it wasn't a picnic. Just to
no, Santa Fe is way better.
Yeah, I'm sure. But so from a standpoint to see like women. Just like you were, like wow, we actually do swim. None of us, all of us, don't shoot the jump shot, you know. So that's a
big thing that holds Black women back, even if they can swim, because a lot of people, Black people, as we know, cannot swim.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to work with Cullen Jones one day. As you know, he's an Olympic athlete.
Yeah.
He made a program to get more Black people in the water, and I wanted to reach out to him at some point to help him with that. But yeah, so I don't know. It just needs to happen, and a lot of Black women don't get in the water because of their hair, and they don't want to mess up their hair.
I'm glad you said that. I wasn't
Shout out to the natural movement because now I jump in pools all the time.
Exactly.
It's probably a good thing my brother Rodeo's not here because he would have came out and just said, "Well, nobody want to mess up that weed," but I don't want to say that.
I will probably say it because I know all the styles to keep your hair protected and in the pool, and
She will be giving you those tips on Girls Talk Sports TV.
Yes.
There you go.
Tune into Girls Talk Sports TV because I will make a whole video about it.
And good moisturizer too. When you come out of the water.
Moisturizer.
So now, for yourself, do you follow a lot of the sports and the Olympics when it comes to the swimming parts of it?
Oh yeah, that's like the only part I tune in for. I mean, I tune in for other parts, but I'm really excited for the swimming part more than I think other people maybe. I love gymnastics.
Of course.
I love the winter sports as well because I also ski, snowboard. My parents.
All the stuff Black people don't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she was near Colorado, so I mean, New Mexico.
No, but my dad is like a man of all trades. He does every single sport. And yes, both of my parents are Black. I'm light, but they're both Black. And yeah, so I do skiing, snowboarding, golf,
what's your
sailing.
handicap in golf?
Oh, I don't even know. I was on golf team in high school, and there was a little bit of a gender bias there. The coach, he was really just trying to coach the men, but I had to go get pointers from my dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your dad didn't go beat him up?
Nah, he's like, I don't have time for that.
Dad should not call my lawyer. But going back to you, Christina, from a standpoint, and I'm sure you've heard this, and probably not even just this, but just in general, like, it's great Girls Talk Sports TV, but what about the men? I mean, have men come to you and say, wow, I would love to be part of Girls Sports TV, so from a standpoint, is it, I know it's a simplistic question, but is it just biased to women, or you want men listeners, or everything is more geared, even though a man can listen, obviously, is it just geared to the female point of view?
So I think that there are enough platforms where men get to tell their opinions on sports. And so this is really geared towards her voice on sports news.
Right.
So women really giving their unfiltered opinion about the sports, because girls, we love sports. We watch them, we want to enjoy them, and we have opinions. However, on our creative team, you don't see him, but we have male creatives on our team. So here is Miguel. I don't know if it's showing him.
So you keep all the men in the background, like, no camera time.
No, Miguel not exactly. But Miguel, I mean, he's been rocking with us since the beginning in July, and we really appreciate him. He helps us with our content on Girls Talk Sports TV, but in front of the camera, it's going to be all women.
Yeah.
However, when we do launch our show in 2019, shameless plug.
That's what you're here for.
We will actually do a roundtable talk, and we'll invite some of the sports bloggers from Instagram on, Per Sources, Ball God, what up? Real Fans, Real Talk, what up? We will invite them on at roundtable, and we'll have little debates.
I hope I'm invited, shameless
You
plug.
are invited. But I think it's very important. For instance, when we do post our post on Instagram with the daily sports news, the comments that we get back sometimes are crazy. Speaking about the G League professional path contract, we've been getting several hits up. I have guys that DM me saying, I want to talk about on Girls Talk Sports TV. So we do get those emails and those DMs. But
Joanna, man.
But you know what? But the good thing about that is that if you're getting things of that type of nature, that means they're paying attention.
They are.
So that's even more publicity for you. So that's a great thing as well.
Yes, it's going to get real interesting real soon. So definitely tune in. I'm super excited to launch this thing, get it off the ground.
Now you got me want to watch this even more now. So I'm waiting for it to look at.
You really should.
It will definitely be a treat. I'm super excited. And yeah, just stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to get real good.
Somebody saw my ad for you guys coming in today. And the first thing they said, oh, like the fumble. I said, I don't think it's like the fumble.
It's not like the fumble.
And I wanted you to address that, but I'm going to hold that before we go. We're going to go to break.
Okay.
And I want you to address that because I defended you without even. I said, no, it's not the fumble. And I know some people at the fumble now, but I think you guys are a little bit different and going for a different way. We keep it locked here. 9 Lounge Live on a Saturday. Come on back.
All right. We are definitely not like the fumble.
New Move of God Pentecostal Church in the Bronx needs your prayers and assistance in purchasing a new church home. Won't you open your hearts and support? Go to www.gofundme/newmogpc. Any donation is appreciated. For more information, go to newmoveofgodpentecostalchurch.org.
Fans, it's your girls Essence
and Tanisha,
and we are Real Ladies, Real Talk.
Yeah, we know you're trying to listen to your football game.
Yeah, we know. But this is for Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. You can watch us on Ustream Live,
or you can go ahead and download our weekly podcast on iTunes and Stitcher.
Get in line.
At least it's not on Sunday.
Everybody, it's your girl Tish Love.
It's Darnell.
Thais, along with your boy
Uncle Dash.
Be sure to download the DSNBX mobile app so you can check out our live stream.
Especially if your team is losing on a Thursday night, we'll be there to lift your spirits. So remember,
it's Get to Know Me live every Thursdays 9 to 10 on DSN.
This Sunday morning at 9, Lily's International Christian Outreach presents a celebration worship service with special guest, Dove Awards nominee Alvin Slaughter.
Lay down your burdens at the altar.
Come out and receive your blessings from God at the King's Temple, 36 Franklin Avenue, Hewlett, New York. Again, that's Alvin Slaughter this Sunday morning, May 22nd, starting at 9. And it's free. Let's all rejoice in the Lord. For more information, go to liliesinternational.org.
Join in the time of celebration.
To whom it may concern, give yourself permission to engage in the lost art of conversation. Indulge in the exchange of stimulating thoughts and ideas. Examine and reflect. If intrigued, allow me the pleasure of presiding over said forum. Welcome to Well Mind.
Football fans, are you looking for an alternative experience this spring? If yes, then welcome to the Triborough Football League. Established in 2008 with teams all around the city, the TFL offers athletes 18 and over the opportunity to keep their football dream alive. Fans are part of the game in the TFL with an up-close experience with the players. Learn more about the TFL at their open house March 4th from 9 a.m. to noon at Fusion East, 1179 Elton Avenue, Brooklyn. For more information on the TFL, go to TriboroughFootball.com. Is something missing from your child's school experience? Are they receiving biblical values along with academic excellence? Like to find such a school? Then welcome to Flushing Christian School, serving grades K through 8. The Flushing Christian School has been providing quality Christian education since 1950, delivering a passion for serving Christ to students for their benefit and for the glory of God. Why not start your child's education off right in 2016? For more information on Flushing Christian School, go to their website at www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. Again, that's www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. The Flushing Christian School, 41-54 Murray Street, Flushing, New York. 718-445-3533 or www.flushingchristianschool.com.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. To learn more, go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Look your best this summer. Let Fear Gal refresh your style with some beautiful white, blue, and pink shirts or any color you prefer. Fear Gal shirts are custom made with the highest quality Italian cotton, genuine mother-of-pearl buttons sewn on by hand, as well as handcrafted buttonholes. AM 970 listeners order 6 shirts now through August 28th and receive a 7th shirt free. To become fashion ready, go to feargal.net or call 914-826-5755. That's 914-826-5755. Ask for Kareem. Fear Gal. Looking good is a lifestyle. As you enjoy today's football game, there's a new sport sweeping the nation. Gaga Ball is on the map, and Talent Athletics is the #1 source for your gaming needs. Founded by 2 New York City teachers, Talent Athletics can provide you everything from Gaga Pit rentals and sales, Gaga gloves, and event hostings for all your corporate, birthday, or social needs. For more information on Talent Athletics, go to their website, talentathletics.com, or call 914-420-1403. Talent Athletics. Play hard, play safe.
We are back on the ride. I call the Grizzlies Experience you want to find a Saturday morning, and maybe anywhere, except for Girls Talk Sports TV. 950 Lounge on a Saturday again. We're joined by Christina J. Williams, Ari Chambers.
Ariel Chambers.
Thank you.
Get that right.
Right. He's just bad with names.
Your name's your identity.
But you can call her. You can call her Ari.
I'm calling her Ari. And Miss Lovely Poodle, Alyssa J. What type of dog was that you got?
I just got a Cavapoo.
Oh,
So it's a Cavalier and a Poodle.
You don't have that in the hood. You got either a pit bull or a poodle. There's no in between.
Don't be generous in the hood like that.
But talking about stereotypes that you just mentioned, you mentioned somebody hit you on the live. I know we have lives going on, technology in full bloom, and they was mentioning about black girls and swimming don't mix. You said I wanted to give you a chance to touch on that.
Yeah, I just hate when people like continue these stereotypes when we're trying to break them. It's like, let us get in the pool, rock it. Like every sport that we do, we rock. Like, come on. It's as soon as Cullen Jones hopped in that pool, he was on the team, he was like instantly just killing it. Right. Simone Manuel, you guys know her.
Absolutely.
Like, come on. So I don't know, and especially when you go back in history where they would throw acid in the pool when we would get in the water, because it was like it's like we've come so far, and I'm like, we should just keep going further. We can't keep perpetuating these stereotypes. We got to move past them, get in the water, take a class.
Yes.
So, you know?
Well, you know what it is? Because I think of it mostly like this, because some people have that mindset that they think that it's too white or something else to be doing those type of sports. But if you look at a lot of sports, a lot of people doing, like, black people skateboard, black people do extreme sports, black people skydive. Yes. It's not like you have to be stuck in a little small box that you put yourself into.
Right.
Just
you don't only play basketball.
Yeah, just because you're not knowing anything outside your neighborhood don't mean that that it's not being done.
Right. Now, we were talking before we went on break about the fumble. And like I said,
shout out to those women.
Yeah, respect. I keep in touch with a few of them. And somebody had mentioned, like the fumble. I said, no, but I want to give that to you, Christine, about the definition between what you guys do and, what people see out there and want to put you in a box.
Well, I think it's important to say that I really did not create Girls Talk Sports with the intentions of comparing us to anyone.
Right.
For me, the mission of Girls Talk Sports and what I believe in and my life purpose, I want to make a positive impact on this world. That was more important to show through this platform than comparing myself to what everyone else is doing.
Right.
We are one of one. So I really don't compare this company or what I'm doing with anyone else. So, but shout out to the women at the Fumble. I think that it's great for women in sports. What they're doing, they have their own lane, and we have our own lane. So,
nice.
That's all I have to say about that.
Definitely. What do you guys think about? And again, we're talking to the ladies from Girls Talk Sports TV about like some of the sports and like lingerie and different sports that they're very athletic women. Oh yeah. Because I'm sure they'll probably knock Ed out in a second. Some of those.
Why you gotta wish I picked
He's
somebody
bringing
out?
the hardcore questions today.
This is what we do on a Saturday
They
morning.
can catch me, then they good.
Right, there you go. Somebody will catch you. But just some of the sports that maybe are kind of trying to play in the TNA world. Like I know, like that used to be big in wrestling. Like you had the female wrestler, and you like they went from like the fabulous Moolah, the big brawler to
China.
like exactly. But your thoughts on those type of sports that that emphasize body shape, but yet still are athletic women?
I think that women should have the choice to play however they want to play.
Okay.
If it's in lingerie, so be it.
Right.
I don't mind a woman putting on a bra set and going to play football if she's kicking ass.
Mhm.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of it's not even for male consumption. I mean, the fact that we sexualize it. I mean, granted, that's like the premise of it. But if that's what they want to do, I'm all for it.
Right.
And if they want to put
So you're not hiding your sexuality, but hey, you're gonna respect what I do.
A woman should be able to embrace her sexuality. A woman should be able to be like, I'm sexy. Like, as far as professional cheerleading, I mean, granted, I see where it's going. It's going to more co-ed. We're wearing sweats and stuff like that. But like, I like wearing my little shorts. I like my crop top.
Right.
And I'm not going to be ashamed of that. And I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. I love to prance around and have my makeup done. I mean, I know you can't tell because I'm barefaced, y'all.
No,
but like, I love when I wear these
extra
extra, the lashes, the bundles down to my knees. But that's for me.
Right.
That's not for y'all. Like,
Right.
It could be for y'all, your entertainment. But as far as those leagues, I don't mind. Do your thing, girl.
Right. See, I think like as men, and speaking for not for everybody, speaking for myself.
Yes, thank you.
But I think a lot of men get caught up in that. And again, you mentioned it's not for us. You do things to make you happy. Again, like I said, we are people on this planet, but we both have certain characteristics that.
Yeah, I mean, we're aware that it's sexualized. We're aware of that, and if you want to embrace that, so be it. If you want to stay away from it, so be it. A lot of, like, I love playing volleyball. I like short shorts. Period.
Right.
I'm not potting around, but like I like short shorts. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is.
But I think what it is basically when you look at a lot of that stuff like that lingerie football, the whole thing is that it's just the fact that it's something to bring somebody to watch. But then once you get to see it and you see how the athleticism of the women and everything else, how they running, how they hitting, how they playing, then you really take it to a different thing. Like, wow, that girl can hit. That girl is this. So it's a way of just bringing them in there. But some of the guys, once they see how well the women play, then they start to follow a little bit more.
Okay, so those men that claim that they just like sports, we have to ask, or you guys have to ask yourselves, why is that necessary to even show up in the arena? And that's why I think the W struggles a lot because
we're not sexualizing them.
You're not sexualizing. They're true, pure athletes that know how to play basketball. So it's troublesome to me that everybody's like, well, they're not sexy enough. I'm like, they're not here for you. They're not here for male consumption. They're here to play their sport. We don't. Well, my mom always says I miss the '90s with the little NBA shorts. But like, I'm not like. Y'all about to go play football in these fields, y'all. No, like that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. Just to get me to go to that game. I have an appreciation for sports. And men, it's just confusing because you guys claim to be the ones who are like pioneering for sports and like we know the game. So why don't y'all just watch the game?
But you know what? Critics as well.
But see, I think it's more of the people on the sports end that's marketing it. Because if they don't market that way, then this a way how you catching something of being sex appeal. But personally, if you really just sit there and say, okay, if they stop marketing that way, then probably the ideas and everything else start getting away from the sexuality of looking at it that way.
But you have to get in the gym, the arena, the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. See, and that's the reason why it's like hand in hand in that way. But personally, I understand where you're coming from. Everything else, it shouldn't be that way. Because I mean, I watch the gymnastics, I watch the volleyball, I watch all the winter sports and everything else like that with a lot of women playing in it. It doesn't matter what because that's just the way it feels. It's more easy to be flexible and move about when you have those type of outfits on.
It's just as men, and I'm gonna go to Nelson in a minute. He's the youngest one, but maybe the most intelligent. But when it comes to men, we just have this hang up that we have this tunnel vision, what we believe defines a woman, what a woman should be. We want you athletic and in shape, but we necessarily don't want you to be, the coal miner's daughter or, Ronda Rousey. I think a lot of men have a fear, and it's a subconscious fear of a woman beating them or kicking their ass, and like Bobby Riggs, and we could go back to Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King.
So putting on lingerie helps your fear?
No, the lingerie makes it sex appealish where they don't mind the actual competition.
And I get it.
It's almost like being at the strip club and they wearing helmets. And I'm not, hey, call it what it is. Because again, there's like the New York Sharks and there's professional women football that really get it in, but they're not sexualizing it. And the people at Lingerie, and I know some of those people over there, they've done that to try to soften the blow because they have a male audience. And that male audience is just turned on because they go after models and different forms of, they put on makeup before they put the helmet on. I don't think that's necessarily sport. It is sport because they're great athletes, but this is a form of entertainment.
Well, sports are entertainment.
Yes.
Right, but there's more entertainment than other things. Like the NBA, we get it. The NBA is probably the greatest form of marketers in the sport right now. The NBA is popular in July, but they're, again, the world's greatest athletes. You're not going to an NBA game to see LeBron if he's got a ball spot in his head or, if somebody didn't shave or what have you.
So I have a question for you. They're the world's greatest athletes, but then you have the W on the side that hasn't not gotten a gold since 96.
Athletes
They have gotten a gold medal every Olympics since 96 in FIBA.
Right.
So it's like...
Well, that's true, but because and again, not to debate it, but the NBA, the 92 Dream Team opened up the basketball to the world. Guys started to say, I want to be like Mike. I want to be like Magic. That opened up the world to sports, to the hardwood. So now you had a kid that maybe he was in Germany, would be a soccer player or do something else. Now he's shooting hoops. It became a global sport.
Okay, so when it was 96 Dream Team, and then when I was in 96 Dream Team, it was
Leslie,
Don Staley.
Right, Lisa Leslie, yeah.
And so though I never picked up a ball, I was paying attention.
Who also crossed in pop culture, we're on TV and commercials and everything else.
Dawn is now a coach at South Carolina.
She is. Shout out. She got 2017 national champion.
Becky Hammond.
She is now the Team USA head coach.
Yeah.
Shouts to Don
You
Staley,
have women
Donnie,
who played in the W who are playing, making strides. And
Right.
why are we not showing enough attention to that?
I hate to keep forcing it down your throat, but I will.
No, and I ain't mad at you. Listen,
I
you're gonna, and I'm with you. So you're not getting we just doing this for consumption,
of course.
conversation.
Right.
But I just think again, the NBA has a duty to make sure this stuff because again they're making billions of dollars. They have a global sport. I know in the past people have said underneath their breath that the NBA is just doing it because they just Title IX and what have you. But they have I think the women's game, women basketball players play below the rim. The NBA plays above the rim. Women are great handlers. Well,
you just started up this stuff, but that's good.
You don't see the women. No, that's the truth. We don't. The women's game is played below the rim.
So you just want to see basketball for the dunks? That's what.
No, I'm saying
because women have fundamentals. If you want to learn how to play basketball, you will watch women. They play defense, unlike the NBA. No shade, but they do. They have the same tricks. They just, like I said.
Right.
But then there are a lot of them that can dunk. I was just talking to Shavante Zealous on the Shadow League yesterday, and she was telling me how Glory was just dunking like 1-2 bam, just ramming it.
Right.
And it's just like, yeah, they can dunk. They have the skill set to dunk.
Right.
But they're playing basketball, so they're gonna come up with the best option for that play.
But now this is what I'm looking at right now, and that's how I equate a couple of things. I'm thinking of just because of the fact that it's not really making much money, like how back in the days, like how the Negro leagues and all those other leagues wasn't making money. But it does have a following.
That's boy, you.
But
it has
a following. But it's just that until it makes a lot of money, it's not going to be broadcast out and put out in that type of fashion. And that's the sad thing to say about it, because you remember, like, until Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier, then, sad thing to say, the Negro leagues went away. Yeah. But a lot of those things are the same thing. It's that if you don't make the money, you're not going to get broadcast out there, and not many people are going to look at it and take it much more serious.
Well, I do have to say that ratings are up higher than ever before. Stadiums are being sold out.
But now what about broadcasting?
Well, broadcasting, exactly.
But that's the problem.
Right. That's the main problem.
Yeah, and that's where the money is made at. Because if you was to sit there and have all those same things making all like that, and then they was making a lot of money on the visual part of it, then you'll see it to get more things like the NBA or the NFL and all them other sports.
And that's why we created Girls Talk Sports TV.
Which is great.
To highlight that, you know, to give these women a platform to talk and be the media that's lacking and missing at the games, where we cover New York Liberty and there's only like less than 10 outlets there. Like, come on.
Right. See, because the sad thing I look at it is basically with the women itself. It's like, y'all always get a second-rate situation, no matter what. It's
Well,
like
the teams are doing that now. Right.
But I'm talking about not even besides that. Even like with announcing, even going out there broadcasting,
Well,
even with all the stuff like that.
We'll get knocked to ESPN News or something. That's
Or
why I almost
ESPN
wish.
2.
That's what, but news though,
Yeah.
not even 2. So I kind of wish that Lifetime would have that.
Yes.
That contract that they had when it first came out.
Right, and then when it first came out, the NBA made a conscious effort to put them in the same arenas.
Yes.
They're now playing in second-rate arenas. Like you said, the Liberty play in Westchester.
We don't even talk about the Westchester.
Yeah, we
County.
don't.
It's so sad. They had one bathroom in that locker room. It was the saddest thing ever.
I know. It's not really an arena. It's a hall.
It's an auditorium.
Right. The Dream play at Georgia Tech. So I mean, the NBA in their own quiet way, the Lakers. I don't let the Sparks play at the Staples anymore.
They do.
They do play at the Staples. Okay.
They are a huge
Okay.
franchise.
But I'm just saying, the NBA has got to be the ones that keep the momentum going, because again, it came out when they first came out years ago with Lobo and Teaspoon, that group. They were in NBA arenas.
That's that Liberty, but
yeah, well, big shout to Kim Hampton, friend. She's been on the show, and I support. I like a WNBA game in the middle of summer. I go out. I think it's an affordable entertainment. You can go out there, not break your pocket.
$13 for lower bowl at MSG back then. So imagine.
So, but I just think again, there's people are talking about it, but yet I know reporters that will remain nameless that won't discuss it on their shows. They refuse. Like they had a great finals, this year, and there's people who go around and say I won't talk about it. So I agree with you. I'm just giving the Servant Volley point that there's something lacking, and I think this is why it's important to have a network like you guys, because the things you've done in a couple of months. You just getting started, so it's a great thing. Now going back to our swimmer, because I don't want to forget her. When it comes,
No worries.
when it comes to the swimming aspect, now there's no I mean, I think it's a professional swim tour. Maybe not here, but
It's more for the Olympics, like qualifications.
So a swimmer pretty much is going for the gold medal, and their thought is just maybe getting that, maybe being on a Wheaties box or something like that, some advertising, and then just go out and work on Wall Street.
Yeah, I mean that's the sad thing about it. I
right.
mean, the Olympics is the really
the pinnacle.
The pinnacle. So.
Yeah, see, and that's the sad thing, because like if you look at all the sports that does play in the Olympics, all of those don't really get that much broadcasting. Yep. And what they do is that they play all the times around their local areas and in a small market. Right. You may find them on like ESPN 3, the lower parts of it.
ESPN 65.
Yeah, but as in for all the stuff, I mean, they do have a lot of swim meets that if you go out there, you see they have the swim meets going on. They have the track meets. They have all those things, but they are trying to get on to the Olympics team.
Well, when we come back, since you guys are sports reporters, we're going to talk a little sports. The NBA just started Game 7 this evening in baseball and college football. Y'all into that? I see you got somebody at San Diego State.
I went to a Power 5 conference, so I'm all about the ACC, baby.
All right, hold that ACC, baby. We're going to take a quick break.
State all day. Sorry.
Girls Talk Sports TV, Non-Free Lounge, come on back.
New Move of God Pentecostal Church in the Bronx needs your prayers and assistance in purchasing a new church home. Won't you open your hearts and support? Go to www.gofundme/newmogpc. Any donation is appreciated. For more information, go to newmoveofgodpentecostalchurch.org.
Fans, it's your girls Essence
and Tanisha,
and we are Real Ladies, Real Talk.
Yeah, we know you're trying to listen to your football game.
Yeah, we know. But this is for Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. You can watch us on Ustream Live,
or you can go ahead and download our weekly podcast on iTunes and Stitcher.
Get in line.
At least it's not on Sunday.
Everybody, it's your girl Tish Love.
It's Darnell.
Thais, along with your boy
Uncle Dash.
Be sure to download the DSNBX mobile app so you can check out our live stream.
Especially if your team is losing on a Thursday night, we'll be there to lift your spirits. So remember,
it's Get to Know Me live every Thursdays 9 to 10 on DSN.
This Sunday morning at 9, Lily's International Christian Outreach presents a celebration worship service with special guest, Dove Awards nominee Alvin Slaughter.
Lay down your burdens at the altar.
Come out and receive your blessings from God at the King's Temple, 36 Franklin Avenue, Hewlett, New York. Again, that's Alvin Slaughter this Sunday morning, May 22nd, starting at 9. And it's free. Let's all rejoice in the Lord. For more information, go to liliesinternational.org.
Join in the time of celebration.
To whom it may concern, give yourself permission to engage in the lost art of conversation. Indulge in the exchange of stimulating thoughts and ideas. Examine and reflect. If intrigued, allow me the pleasure of presiding over said forum. Welcome to Well Moderated.
Football fans, are you looking for an alternative experience this spring? If yes, then welcome to the Triborough Football League. Established in 2008 with teams all around the city, the TFL offers athletes 18 and over the opportunity to keep their football dream alive. Fans are part of the game in the TFL with an up-close experience with the players. Learn more about the TFL at their open house March 4th from 9 a.m. to noon at Fusion East, 1179 Elton Avenue, Brooklyn. For more information on the TFL, go to TriboroughFootball.com. Is something missing from your child's school experience? Are they receiving biblical values along with academic excellence? Like to find such a school? Then welcome to Flushing Christian School, serving grades K through 8. The Flushing Christian School has been providing quality Christian education since 1950, delivering a passion for serving Christ to students for their benefit and for the glory of God. Why not start your child's education off right in 2016? For more information on Flushing Christian School, go to their website at www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. Again, that's www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. The Flushing Christian School, 41-54 Murray Street, Flushing, New York. 718-445-3533 or www.flushingchristianschool.com.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. To learn more, go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Look your best this summer. Let Feargal refresh your style with some beautiful white, blue, and pink shirts or any color you prefer. Feargal shirts are custom made with the highest quality Italian cotton, genuine mother-of-pearl buttons sewn on by hand, as well as handcrafted buttonholes. AM 970 listeners order 6 shirts now through August 28th and receive a 7th shirt free. To become fashion ready, go to feargal.net or call 914-826-5755. That's 914-826-5755. Ask for Kareem. Feargal. Looking good is a lifestyle. As you enjoy today's football game, there's a new sport sweeping the nation. Gaga Ball is on the map, and Talent Athletics is the #1 source for your gaming needs. Founded by 2 New York City teachers, Talent Athletics can provide you everything from Gaga Pit rentals and sales, Gaga gloves, and event hostings for all your corporate, birthday, or social needs. For more information on Talent Athletics, go to their website, talentathletics.com, or call 914-420-1403. Talent Athletics. Play hard, play safe.
On the Ride 940 Lounge, still joined by the ladies of Girls Talk Sports TV, Christina, Alyssa, and Ari, and we're going to talk a little sports. Since they are sports reporters, this is what they. Enough of the hard stuff,
Putting us in the hot seat.
But I'll start with you, Ari. You mentioned before the break you're ACC fan. Which school in ACC?
I'm NC State all day.
Okay, so you're Wolfpack. They got a big game today.
Clemson.
2 undefeated.
Yeah.
Actually, no, not that I'm buttering you up by any stretch of the imagination, but I think NC State's got a chance to win that game.
You know, it's funny because we always win the games that we're not necessarily supposed to win. Not saying we're not supposed to win it this year because, hey, undefeated, hello.
Got a big-time quarterback.
Yeah. So, Yeah, I went to NC State, graduated, was supposed to be in 2012, so.
Okay, well, you made it through.
We gonna claim any class in that whole era, but.
They don't put when you left, when you get there,
I went to NC State. But yes, so tune in, guys, ACC all day. You know, we're a power conference, and tune in to college football. It's on.
Now, Alyssa, I know you're a swimmer, but you like, what other sports do you like? Because swimming's not on every day, so.
Unfortunately. I mean, I like watching basketball.
NBA?
I took
like
her to
NBA.
a game last season.
Christina.
You can
Here
catch
in New
me.
York?
Yeah, you can catch me courtside.
I hear you. Yeah, I seen somewhere you said, if it ain't courtside seats, you ain't going. So I need to roll with you.
I remember one time.
Hell with them nosebleed seats. But so basketball, is there a favorite team?
Well, I like the Heat, but okay, listen.
Okay, we're gonna
I
cut
only
your
like the Heat
mic
because I met Coach Spo and he was really nice, and I met some of the players.
So we got here in New York, we got an old Heat assistant. So
yeah, so that's the only I basically like.
Who is he?
No, I basically just. I like LeBron. And I like.
That's okay. That's good. That's good.
I'm your basketball girl.
Well, let's go to our basketball.
Why you take that back?
Because she ain't no swimming on. We in the Olympic
To back
year.
my girl up, I do also like the Heat because of what Dwayne Wade has done to the game of basketball since he came in 2003. Dwayne Wade is actually one of the reasons why I decided to pick up a basketball. I'm a little young. I'm still in my 20s, guys.
Why is that?
Why is that? Just like the whole Flash movement in 2003. I mean, me seeing that as a kid, I was just like, man, I want to do that. I want to play basketball. That wasn't necessarily a woman who like. Well, no, I grew up watching Lisa Leslie as well, but like. Sorry. Right? No, seriously, the Sparks. No, seriously, like as a kid.
So you was more. Because again, that draft was Wade, LeBron, and Melo. So I
used to argue in the locker room with my teammates. I was a huge Flash Dwayne Wade fan, and just to see over my lifetime him come into the NBA, and now he's retiring after all of these years.
It's hard to believe you've been here that long, right?
It is time. It's time, but I appreciate him coming back.
To Miami.
Miami. He shouldn't have left. The organization did him dirty.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, they didn't. You say they did him dirty, but it's business.
The business of business is business.
This is why I don't have a problem. I know we're flipping sports here. That's why I don't have a problem with Le'Veon Bell. I don't have a problem with these guys because
holding out and not
because
playing.
The organization is going to do what they got to do. Now, your guy Wade, he opened the door for Shaq, or he was on a rookie deal then, but he definitely opened the door for LeBron and Bosh.
No, but he definitely opened the door for Shaq too, because Shaq.
But he was on a rookie deal.
But it doesn't matter. But it was supposed to be his team.
Right.
And then he went and said, "Okay, I'll play the second fiddle," and then came back and did the second.
But
fiddle.
But money-wise, he was on a rookie deal.
Dwayne Wade has always took pay cuts for teammates. He's always taken a step back and was just so humble throughout his career. I mean, how can you not applaud someone like that? And he has 3 rings. Come on, 3 rings.
I don't know if he was so humble in Cleveland, but that's just my opinion.
Well, last season, I don't know what was happening in Cleveland. You had Isaiah Thomas, you had Derrick Rose, Wade. It was just one big mess.
That was a mess.
Shout out to Derrick Rose, too, because he was one of my favorite players as well growing up.
I feel for Derrick Rose. I remember seeing Derrick Rose, and I know I'm showing my age. When Derrick Rose was with Memphis College, and they came to the Garden with some games. He was a freshman. He only played 1 year in Memphis. I'm like, wow, that kid's gonna be something. That's the first time I met World Wide West.
Let's talk about the Timberwolves and Tom Thibodeau and that whole mess with Jimmy Butler and what's going on in Minnesota.
Well, I think again.
I just took over the interview.
No, that's fine. You did. That's okay. And it's okay. You report. I know it's in your genes. But the Jimmy Butler thing reminds me a lot of, and again, I'm showing my age, Mashburn, Kid, and Jimmy Jackson. Where, unfortunately, I know we're talking girls empowerment, but it always seems to be a woman involved when it's strife between 2 players. And that's what seems to be the issue here.
Kava, let me just speak up for that girl. She came out. She did not sleep with Jimmy Butler. If that's what you're trying to say.
It's irrelevant if she slept with him. The gripe and the issue has a centerpiece of a female. It's not irrelevant what happened. I didn't even want to go there.
Male egos.
Well, but it stems from a woman. And again, in my day in a locker room, And I'm not going to talk about what we talk about in locker room.
If looks can kill,
it's the truth.
It'll be it right now for you.
You got a guy like Jimmy Butler who's probably really talented. The Wolves won't pay him, but they've already committed to Towns and Wiggins.
Overrated and has not produced the amount of work.
I don't think Wiggins really loves basketball. I think he loves the lifestyle of basketball and what the basketball can do for him. He's a great talent, but doesn't have that dog in him. While Jimmy Butler's a guy that's been homeless. Jimmy Butler's a guy that didn't come in the league from Marquette as a ballyhoo player. Right. So he's got to earn all his cookies. So now he's in a situation where Tibbs knows that, because Tibbs got his jobs on the line.
They need to fire Tibbs as a coach and the president of basketball operations.
Well, I think the president will go first, but if he doesn't win this year, then he definitely will go. But you gotta, the centerpiece is Towns, and Towns just is not. He's not that dog. He's not Jimmy Butler.
He's not.
Right.
And where we have people like Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins he has to go up against, Towns can't compete with them. Right. You know what I mean? And he should be able to with a man of his stature and his build.
So do you think as an athlete, and you're a former basketball player as well, so you get that.
Former, yeah.
Hey, listen, we're all former something. I'm former football player. I ain't running no more gridirons no more either. But do you feel that having talent, because we know there's a lot of everybody in the NBA has got talent.
Right.
But is talent enough?
No, absolutely not. You have to put in that hard work. What's that old saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So that's what Jimmy Butler is trying to say to Towns and Wiggins. Like, I'm putting my best foot forward every time.
But is he doing it the right way? Because what he's doing is alienating his teammates. This is a team. He's not Floyd Mayweather. And Jimmy Butler is not LeBron James. Why? He's a good player.
His approach is a little off.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
But, I mean, just look at where you said, like you said, he was homeless and he comes from...
But he's also won one playoff game, so what gives him the right to come with these guys?
Well, the Timberwolves made the playoffs last season thanks to Jimmy Butler.
The 8th seed when they were the 3 seed throughout the season. Right. So when I like Jimmy Butler. Listen, I'm a Knicks fan. I like to see Jimmy Butler in blue and orange. But you got to understand that he had the falling out in Chicago. Okay, now he's in Minnesota and he's having the same issues. Once is an accident, 2 is a coincidence, and 3 is not by mistake.
It's true.
So asking the sports reporters your thoughts on what Minnesota should do. Should they get rid of Jimmy Butler because even though he's a great talent, he's going to kill our team chemistry? You got the
team chemistry, guys. Come on,
you got the owner. You got the owner coming out saying, "I got to get rid of him." The guy who writes the checks. It's a dumpster fire. But your thoughts?
I think you have to get rid of the toxic energy in any case. But also, I mean, kudos to him for valuing himself as what he thinks that he can bring to a team.
Told him you effing need me.
So if you can get all the third and fourth string and do that, like to me it's just like prove your worth, but as an organization you have to push out what's messing up your chemistry. You just have to. You can't keep that cavity.
But that's just like if you came into Christina's office and said, you need
me.
Right, exactly.
You need me.
This is not Rucker Park. This is professional basketball. There's protocol.
It's a lot of instances when you do get rid of that one thing that's plaguing you, it will help you rise. But
I also think part of the plague is Tom Thibodeau as well, because the definition of insanity or whatever is doing the same thing over. It's proven time and time again. His offense and defensive strategies
He's a war horse.
Not working. It's actually wearing and tearing. What he did with Zach LaVine when Zach LaVine got injured that season and had him still playing on the court. You know what I mean? And then they ended up trading him right after that. But he wears and tears his players. His team lacks. He's a defensive coach and his team clearly. I mean, other than Jimmy Butler, who is a great two-way player, you don't play defense. You know what I mean? So it's not working there.
It's kind of funny because that sounds like the same thing, not to be jumping into the next sport like that, which is the same thing like within the Giants.
Right.
Where the Giants have
Odell
who's running around beating up on lampposts, running out at halftime and stuff like that, punching walls.
He's passionate. He wants to win, and I don't blame him.
But do you find that to be a distraction as well?
I mean, it could take away from, like we said, the team chemistry is just as important as physicality and being able to play.
Yeah, and then calling your quarterback out.
You think Odell's a team player?
Or he's a meat person. He's a meat guy.
Listen. The thing about Odell, he's a phenomenon.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if I'm an owner, and they paid him his money because the NFL, as you guys mentioned, sports is entertainment.
Yes,
So
it
you
is.
got to get butts in seats. You know, he's washing the shampoo and shampoo commercials. But anytime you bring somebody into an interview, right? An interview mid-season, he's already got his money. He wasn't doing his talk before they signed to get him a long term. You bring a celebrity sit next to you, you rip your quarterback, you rip your team, and then you come back the night before a game and goes, I want to talk to the team. There's no coming back from that. Now we all know, we watch Eli, and you was probably happy because you're an Eagles fan. He's done. Listen, Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah.
But I played football. That is the ultimate team sport because if somebody don't block for you, that's your ass.
You have to have that. That's your line right there.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about me? I'll miss that block, and it's happened. So for him to come out like that, he had the look on his face last week, like, you know what, I got my money.
Right.
You know, you can't trade me now. The best player on that team is Saquon. The most professional player on that team is Saquon.
He's a young, and that's why you saw Saquon staying away from him.
Right.
And they're trying to keep him away from him because he don't need to have that negativity and grow up into.
But what's going to happen with the Giants? And I'm not a Giant fan. I'm a Jet fan.
I'm gonna tell you what.
I have enough misery.
I'm gonna tell you what the Knicks. You want to know what they need to do?
No, go ahead.
I can tell you what they need to do, even though I'm not a Giant fan. But they need to get rid of their quarterback, number one.
We know that.
They need to trade.
They're
Odell.
not trading.
No, they need to.
They can't trade Odell.
No, you know what?
They can't.
You can't. You know what? I'm gonna tell you like this, and you take it from me. Never say they can't. Because what happened to my team when Chip Kelly came over and traded all my people for broken down ducks?
They didn't sign none of y'all.
And it didn't matter. They did sign some of them and they traded them for broken down ducks.
None of those Philadelphia Ducks are making over $100 million.
Like I said, but right now he got paid his upfront money. And they still can try to get somebody to buy the contract. It doesn't matter. Money doesn't mean if you can get a better team for things, that's what's going to happen.
Didn't they give him, what did he get? $50 million?
He got 45.
All right, yeah,
up front.
Wait a minute, you a homeowner, right?
Yeah.
You mean tell me I just gave somebody a $45 million check and I'm gonna let him walk?
No, you're not gonna. I'm saying that's why you say you're going to trade him and get certain things.
What value can he give for? He's not going to a third round pick.
But you know what? He's a good value. I'm not going to say he isn't. He is a good value.
The best receiver in the league when he's healthy.
But his antics are bad. Right. But the whole thing is, they can get a first rounder. They can get 2 second rounders. They can get a couple of rounders for it.
Aubrey, you mentioned you're a Giant fan.
No, I didn't.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
Oh, okay. The Giant Swimmers.
North Carolina all day.
The Giant Swimmers. Okay. So you're a Giant fan, listen. So
yeah, softly.
Okay, well, give me your soft opinion on the outrage.
The Odell.
I mean,
I don't really want to.
Well, I can say as a former athlete and as someone I did when I was in high school. I'm gonna bring up something. I'm a very passionate person when I'm on the court. And so there was one situation in high school where myself and my point guard, we were not getting along that day. We, just was not seeing eye to eye. And she would not pass me the ball. And I was open, and she would not pass me the ball. So do you guys know what I did? At halftime, I packed up my stuff, and I left off the court, and I was like, peace, team, I'm out.
Wow. Well, your coach was real nice.
Wait. No, she wasn't.
What's your nickname? Willie Beeman? I mean,
and they lost the game. I was like, well, you don't want to pass me the ball? Cool. I'm out. The very next practice, I definitely got penalized. The next game, I thought I was starting.
Wait a minute, the coach let you back? The coach let you back?
She let me back on the team, but the next game, I was benched for all 4 quarters.
Okay.
But that's a way of getting you back in order, right?
But, team, like I said, going back to team chemistry, it is everything. Like, you have to click with your teammates.
Listen, become Serena. become Floyd Mayweather. If you can't deal with a team sport, team sports is all about your teammates. Even if you want to tell the truth, and as a former athlete, you don't tell the truth. I'll never tell somebody in the locker room.
I learned a lot that day when I walked off the court.
Because again, ultimately, your success is locked in with somebody else.
It is.
Unless you're playing an individual sport.
You got to remember that thing that they always say is actually true. There's no I in team.
There definitely isn't.
And you just got to, but the only thing is I is win. So you got to make sure that you keep on playing together to win. So that's how it goes.
Let's talk about LeBron James now. We're talking about an I.
We're talking about
Can I shout out to him because off the court, he's making moves.
Phenomenal moves.
Oh, no, I respect him.
No, but the shop, I'm just going to throw that out there because
ahead.
Candace Parker and Elena Deladon were both on it, and I think it's great what LeBron does for every woman out there, every child out there.
Including the female athlete.
Kudos to him as a human before you guys try to rip him apart. Okay, great.
We're going to rip him apart because the things he's doing. And again, like I said, I mean, we're in a new era of athlete. Whereas the 60s and 70s, and we just celebrated 50 years of John Carlos.
You have to be more than an athlete these days.
Right. Then you had the years of Jordan, Jeter, that were just, I play. Republicans wear Air Jordans too. Now you're in a new era where you have Dwayne Wade and LeBron and Carmelo, and you got guys that are not afraid. Steph Curry are not afraid to speak up on injustices. So commend that. But let's talk about him on the hardwood. Obviously, the Lakers, he just went to L.A. They lost their first game. They played at night. But your thoughts on his move to L.A. and do you feel like it was good for the sport?
I don't think it had anything to do with
I think his move to LA had everything to do with his family and his next steps that's going to happen when he retires. Right. LeBron James is also one of the biggest Hollywood executive producers right now.
Right.
His son is playing in high school and potentially will play at maybe UCLA or
because they all do. All the children
the G League.
Or he may, play for the Lakers one day. Who knows? Right. But LeBron James has set himself up for his life after basketball. So shout outs to him. I think in game one, we did see a lot of teaching moments. He did a lot of pointing, go there, go there. He did a lot of pointing, and he's working with the young core that needs to step it up.
It's going to be a rebuilding situation.
Right.
He's trying to shape the team how he wants to shape it.
Pete, I like LeBron James. I'm a fan of the school and everything, but here's my problem with LeBron on the court.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your problem.
My problem is that when you think about LeBron's history, all right, I don't think anybody outside of maybe Paul Silas actually coached LeBron. LeBron coaches himself.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really think that that Walton could really tell LeBron? I mean, I'm on the bench, but watching on TV every night, LeBron saying, listen, we doing this.
You saw in game one.
Yeah,
he was calling the plays. He was doing the coaching, and he was doing everything.
Now that team,
the New York Times actually made an entire article about how many times he pointed in.
Right. Now that team has got a lot of hard-headed individuals. Rajon Rondo,
Lance Stevenson,
even Beasley. Right. So there's some guys there that, I mean, listen, 8 years ago, Rondo was calling LeBron a female dog. No disrespect to the puppy.
Lance blowing in his ear in the playoffs.
So my thing is that it's okay, and I don't knock any athlete that has a second life because again, most of these guys retired mid-30s, and some of them, it's sad. Some of them have the Al Bundy mentality, like the poke high, like my best years are behind me. But there's an issue. If you want to be a Mongol in Hollywood, that's fine. But you have to focus on this team because when you're still playing, it's all about legacy. Like people say, oh, LeBron's taking a breather because he knows that Golden State's going to win the championship.
Right.
I don't like that mentality as a fan. Like, don't tell me you step on the hardwood. When I used to play football, when I played, I probably wasn't, but I thought I was the baddest MF on the field.
Right.
I probably wasn't,
right.
But you couldn't tell me if you put me up to a lie detector, I would win. I would tell the truth. So when these guys are saying, well, he's doing this for these guys, and he just wants to be in Hollywood. I have a problem with that.
Are you saying he's not handling his business on the court?
He's definitely handling his business.
Yeah, but again, we just talked about team.
But but he is guiding. You saw him like.
But it's not. It's really again. It's not. Here he's guiding 26-10, but then These kids can't learn just watching LeBron and all.
But here's the question right now. But
that's a coaching problem.
But you just said that you basically said that he has to focus on the court. Like he's handling what he's doing LeBron things on the court. So it's not like he's switching it up just because he became a producer.
But there's a couple of things like this. The thing I look at when it comes to all these things, what LeBron is doing, this and everything else. If it's not really coming from him saying it, I can't go by that. It's actually that's his moves. Right. Because if it's not, I mean, anybody can speculate. But if it's not coming out of his 100%. Mouth, right? But what he's doing, but I'm saying, but it doesn't matter what moves he make. It just, like I said, unless he's saying it himself, you can't keep speculating on.
But no, the reason why you speculate because you follow, you follow.
Well, he moved to Hollywood, Spring Hill Entertainment. Shout out to them. He's working with that production company to create content that's really paving the way for people of color like us. And media,
Oh, no doubt.
I feel like he's still holding it down.
He's still holding it down.
Now the thing is the thing is, I look at the same time, like the thing that you're talking about, that him on the court. Yeah, he's doing what he's doing on the court. But you got to remember, when we was looking at basketball back in the days, you had Magic who actually ran that team. You had Wilt Chamberlain who ran his team.
But Magic got a coach fired. We get that.
No, but I'm just saying. But you had players back in the days who's doing what LeBron does now.
Right.
No, you're missing my point.
But yeah, look at Golden State. Why is Doogie Howser still there? And he's not really coaching.
Well, he shouldn't be coaching there anyway. They gave Mark a raw deal, but that's just my opinion. But no, I'm not knocking LeBron. I think LeBron James best player. I think LeBron James has passed Jordan, and that might even sound sacrilegious to some people.
Well, no, I think because of the rings. That's the only reason why. But as an all-around time player, he's the best all-around player.
But think about what
as in the rings.
Look what LeBron is doing at this extended age, and he didn't go to college, so he got 3+. Jordan played 3 years at Carolina. He's got 3+.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying that. But hear me out. I'm saying that as a basketball player, I have a problem. Again, this is just me. I'm talking about Kevin. Romanticizing about the fact that when he came back to Cleveland doesn't have much. Cleveland, that whole economy was built around LeBron. That whole downtown, I've been to Cleveland. Ain't much happening in Cleveland, but that whole metropolis.
So you feel like he just abandoned
I'm not saying he abandoned. He can do everything he wants. It's his life. I'm just saying, as a basketball fan, I have a problem seeing him in Lakers.
You just said that we have to focus on matters of the court, and we can't pay mind to his outside life.
Right.
So, and we also said the business of business is business.
True. At the end of the day, but I also said me. I said as a basketball fan.
But like we see what teams. I mean, not saying that anybody would get rid of LeBron, but we see what teams have done. Like I was just about to say, like exactly.
I get that, but he's not Isaiah Thomas.
But either way, you said pay mind to what he's doing on the court.
See, now
he's handling his business.
I get that, but I said me as a selfish sports fan, I would prefer to have seen him in Cleveland.
He did his thing in Cleveland.
Maybe he'll retire.
I don't have a problem with him going to LA and doing something. I mean, wherever he went, he succeeded and did what he had to do.
He's a great player.
These NBA front offices are not loyal. They told DeMarcus Cousins during the All-Star game he was traded. You know what I mean? Just pure disrespect. So whatever LeBron wants to do
I think Boogie got that ticket because of what Boogie was doing. Boogie was their best player, but listen, if you're a business owner, somebody's paying the tail to you. You got to go.
These front offices aren't loyal. So.
But the answer, Ari's question, that's a personal thing with me. Listen, these athletes can do that. I already said this on record earlier. I don't begrudge an athlete doing anything you got to do business-wise. I'm just saying, as a selfish fan, I don't see when you make a sports move. We said it's all we think is a business move. We make a sports move, it's about winning. So I don't think he's got a better chance.
But see, like that.
Okay, we can go there in a minute.
But see, like that. See, like with LeBron doing what he did, I don't have a problem with. But I forgot his name has escaped me just now. But when he left his main team and went over to
Miami,
not Miami.
Cleveland.
Come back to me. I forgot what's his name right now because it's over.
Not Kyrie.
Not Kyrie. No, Kyrie. I had no problem with because Kyrie wanted to
stay
be the
on
man.
point. Who are you talking about?
I'm just trying to forget from the Warriors.
Y'all talking about
Kevin Durant.
Oh,
okay. Now when Durant, it came back to me. So I had a senior moment.
That's another issue.
Durant. Now that's the one who made me mad. You went all the way with your team, and then next year you go to the enemy. And then I'm like supposed to sit there and congratulate you and make you all this glory and things. No, the team was good before you got there.
Team won 73 games.
But they was good before you got there.
I know what I'm saying, right?
I just feel like
Business of business.
I know,
is business.
but like as an athlete, you should have the right. I mean, no matter what what opinions the fans have, I think you have the right to, go somewhere where you get what you want to achieve. Like
talk about the W.
The W is way different.
I know.
You could get dropped. There's only 140.
I understand.
But like Lord help them. But I just feel like as an athlete, you're so. You're under the spotlight. You have to play the role that everybody wants you to play. If you watch the shop, you see Odell talking about how he feels like a circus animal. So the least we could do is just
don't part of that. And again, not to cut you off.
No, you're good.
You've done sports and you've done your reporter and you've done.
She's been all
over the place.
I've done that.
But don't you think some of the things you mentioned, Adele, he brings on himself? Right, it's like almost like the circus animal thing, but he's saying, "Look at me, look at me, look at me."
Or he's saying, "I want to have fun doing what I do." And then if you're moseying down the mall and you're like, "Odell dance," that even rubs me the wrong way.
Well, that's a connotation of racism on that.
So,
but my thing is, my thing is, you put yourself in a position where 90% of the time you do antics that make people look at you.
No, because
there are athletes in sports that are not walking the mall saying
off
dance.
the field media.
Right, but
he got caught in a hotel with a hooker.
Again, putting focus on himself. Right. You can't have it both ways. It's just like taking sports out the thing. If Eddie Murphy walks down to a Starbucks, people are gonna probably say, Eddie, make a joke. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, look at me, and then we're human, but that is still going to be on, because the reason why these guys make so much money is because people will follow that with a lot of money.
I think social media has a lot to do with it.
Social media.
That's why I feel like, because their life is, that sounds melodramatic because their life is taken, but they should be able to dictate where they want to be if they're going to be subjected to all of this crazy mess.
See, but the thing is, I can counteract that as well, because look at the one person that you never heard anything bad about, and he lived out in the life and everything else, was always Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Derek Jeter was just one person that you're not going to find like that in a long time.
Well, the personalities are different. Yeah. I mean, you can't be like, because my teammate Emily for the Knicks, or my former teammate, Lord help, she is like a fabulous girl. Like, she will walk around. She's known for her hair whips during t-shirt tosses, and like that's her personality. Mine, I'm a step it out and clap kind of girl. Before we have different personalities. Yes. One draws more attention, maybe one doesn't. Yeah. But it's your personality. So you can't just be like, Odell's wrong because of his antics. Who are you to tell him that's the antics? Maybe he just wants to bust out dancing when he feels like it. Like,
but he's also got to realize there's a backlash to that.
Yeah, and I don't think he doesn't realize it. He's very cognizant of it. But if he decides to up and go somewhere else, well, if he's LeBron and decides to go up and go somewhere else,
sports.
Obviously. I mean,
can we take it back to the W? And we were just talking about this the other day about two social media basketball influencers, Dylan and Dakota Gonzalez. They also played for the University of Nevada in Las Vegas.
Those are the twins.
The twins. Now so Slam Online reported that they have been in the gym training and they want to join the WNBA for the 2019 season. They want to play for the Las Vegas Aces. Right. And we're talking about dictating where you want to play. So I just wanted to pass it to Ari and get her take on it.
We could surely talk about this. Okay, so no knock to them because
weren't they playing the Master P League?
They were playing in the gender mixed league as
because
well.
I feel like any athlete should be able to train their way up to the top. But you played with 6 years of eligibility at a mid-major. No shade to mid-majors, but there and you want to use your influence to get into a league with only 144 roster spots where All-Americans aren't even making a roster. Right. So that to me is confusing in its own right. And it's a little insulting because this isn't Instagram. And, I'm not knocking them. They're beautiful people and, they work hard. They're successful at what they do in their own right. You give up your last year of eligibility for a singing career, and then you up and decide, and then you say, I want to go to Vegas.
So that's the cross between entertainment and sport.
And that's but for the W that only has 104 spots.
Right.
You are like Odyssey Sims plays for LA. She can't even, and she's Team USA. She can't even choose what team she wants to play on. Right. So to me, you wake up thinking you want to play in the W, and you want to play under Bill Laimbeer in Vegas.
Kelsey Cobb and Asia.
Let me tell you, like what. first of all, they're guards. Like, what do you need? You know what I mean? Like, you have a Kelsey Plum, you have Mariah Jefferson.
Would they help sell tickets, in your opinion, or just because?
They absolutely would, but put them as a WNBA influencer. Do we have people who are millions of followers joining the NBA?
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
Like, you have to know your...
Actually, speaking on that, NBA G League draft is coming up. I think it's today, maybe, or tomorrow. It's like one of these, it's in the next few days or so.
It's tomorrow.
And one of the influencers, Jesse, what's his name, Jesse Jones? Filet. He's an influencer, and he's about to enter into the draft with, most likely he will be drafted into the NBA G League.
More spots, multiple leagues in the men's basketball.
Right.
144 spots, 12 roster spots per. I have my friend Sierra Burdick, who got waived from Vegas, played at Tennessee.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and so you're thinking that UNLV, you want to go to Vegas, and you want to take 2 spots?
Yeah.
Y'all not one person. Y'all are 2 people.
Right.
Who gonna pay? Who gonna pay?
You think if bringing them to the team, because what you're just saying, obviously talent-wise, athletic-wise.
I'm not knocking their talent.
No, I understand what you're saying, but it's just there's a line that you gotta have.
Right.
But do you think if they did make the team, that would take the WNBA back a little bit because people will see it through the mascara of entertainment and sport?
Here's the thing. Here's the catch-22. You have a player like Skylar Diggins, who was an All-American at Notre Dame.
Right.
That's different. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Wayne shouted her out in college and got that following, that hype following. Because if you don't know any other WNBA player, the men will know Skylar Diggins.
That's true.
So that I respect. And she's a hardcore competitor,
Right.
and she made noise in college.
Congratulations on
But
your
you did
baby.
you did average at a mid-major, and the claim to fame was your Instagram. That bothers me. That bothers me. And Dylan Coda, no disrespect, because I think they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
But there's
But
a
that's
place
not
for
what
that.
the-
That's a place
that's
for
what
that.
it's about,
and so
right.
I think it's insulting to the players that are looking like, oh,
Right.
we work, and not just one day we wake up and decide we want to join the W. You don't join the W.
What did the Aces do in their opening year attendance?
So, okay. The MGM does it right. So that is one program that I will say inherited this San Antonio team, almost made them a playoff team in their first year. Honestly, if the flight wouldn't, that airport stuff wouldn't happen, they probably would have made playoffs. The attendance was great. Asia Wilson, she has a strong following from South Carolina, and she's Greek, so there's that. The NPHC backs her.
Right.
So,
Yep.
And then like the whole Dawn Staley legacy thing, and then you have a who was also a first-round pick, and Kayla McBride made noise. Everybody over there, and then they have the entertainment factor of the Jabberwockies coming to their opening night. Kirk Franklin frequenting their games. They just did it right. So their attendance was higher than expected.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was a little skeptical about Vegas teams getting.
Well, I think Vegas has become actually a
You see their hockey team.
Yeah.
You see their hockey team. So
the Raiders are going there.
It's going in a great direction. But for you to just be an Instagram influencer and decide, I mean, granted, they can't really ball. They can't really ball. But you're not going to tell me that you should make a roster spot over somebody like Sierra.
It's like Master P when he was with the Raptors and Hornets. I mean, you guys, we as we've talked about through this process today is part entertainment. So, but I agree that would rub.
And then this draft coming in. Apparently, they're going to be stronger than last year's, which is scary.
Yeah.
You have Asia Durr, shameless plug, Louisville. But she's coming in with this kid is crazy. Yeah. She's crazy. Yeah. So it's just like, what makes you think you have what makes you think that's going to happen like that?
3 million Instagram followers. I guess
what makes you think it's going to happen like that?
Right.
When you have people who
gotta work hard.
I mean, who have been playing overseas every season trying to get into the league.
I want to move on real quick. Okay. I know we've got a few minutes left. You mentioned, both of you guys mentioned the LeVar Ball thing and how you guys are fans of that, and even with the league he's doing. I think they got the U.S. tour they're doing. Your thoughts on what's that? Jello and Mello, the Sons. Jello, his name is Jello and whatever. But again, since they're both ineligible for college. Especially the young one. The young one's really good. Your thoughts on them making the NBA jump? Do you see it or?
Well, LiAngelo, he did not get drafted.
Right.
And I think that LaMelo has more of a chance to get drafted, even though he's ineligible for college, but now the professional path, G League contract, he can possibly enter in there.
Right.
He's coming with experience. He's an all-around guard.
Yeah.
He's still growing.
Yeah.
He's like, 16, 17 years old. So he has definitely a bright future ahead of him. Now, we have seen in the media that LeVar Ball's antics, they call it, has definitely hurt his son, Jello, but also the UCLA scandal in China also didn't help him much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sticky fingers.
So
almost didn't make it back.
I think that I think that LeVar Ball is definitely making strides. He's definitely opened up doors. He put pressure on the NCAA and for the NBA to create something. I think that obviously maybe they've always been thinking about creating a professional path, but he really put pressure on them. LeVar Ball, in like the last 2 years, he's launched his own sneaker company. He has one of the first reality shows on Facebook. He, big baller brand is everywhere. He has his own water in Lithuania. So he's making all of this stuff up as a black man.
No, I mean, I understand all that. And like I said, I don't disagree with a lot of that stuff. The only thing I think when it gets kind of the situation with him is when he's telling coaches, you need to play my sons more.
All together.
You need to do.
And that's what's hurting his son's career.
That's when you start going into that realm.
But maybe
it's okay. It's okay on the outside.
Coaches don't want to deal with that.
But when you on the inside, you tell him, my son needs to play. He can do this. He can do that. You need to do this. You need to get these players.
Never lost.
Then it's going to start getting.
But you know what? He just has a microphone.
He also predicted the LeBron to LA.
Yeah.
He's like, LeBron wants to play with my son. He
I don't know if it was about his son, but
nevertheless. It's more of his antics.
But I don't think he's no different than any other Pam. He just has a microphone in his face. I mean, what about
for your child, black man?
Jalen Hurts, the Alabama quarterback.
Listen, I met LeVar Ball, and he definitely turns on for the cameras, but who wouldn't? The media's buying into it. He got
Crazy
a business,
like a fox.
right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So like everyone bought into LeVar. I haven't really heard much from him this year,
right?
Which is, he's setting up his younger son. I think that LaMelo Ball will get drafted.
I think Jello should try for the NFL.
Jello.
I believe.
You said the NFL?
Yes. I mean, listen, Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez. He's he's what, 6'7", what, 240? He ain't gonna make the NBA, but he can probably,
But out of all of the three sons, I think that Jello was probably the least likely, the least athletic.
Yeah. He can be Cooper Manning. He can just work
the middle child.
Yeah. Ladies, we gotta wrap this up. I really want to thank you guys. We could talk sports all day.
We sure can.
And Girls Talk Sports TV. Where can people reach out and find you guys?
You can reach out and find us. I'm Christina Williams. You can find me at Christina Williams, KHRISTINA WILLIAMS. Christina Williams.
Ariel Chambers and at Ari Ivory, ARIIVORY.
At lady_Liss_.
That was a hard one I had to.
Don't forget, you can catch Girls Talk Sports TV on Instagram at Girls Talk Sports TV. We have all of the latest sports news, and follow us on YouTube as well, Girls Talk Sports TV.
Again, continued success in what you're doing. I'm a fan. I watch and respect you guys wholeheartedly.
Well, definitely look at you.
I don't know about that, man, but she's a guest on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Christina J. Williams, Alyssa Jenkins, and Ari Chambers. Thank you, ladies. We'll take a quick break. Now freelance continue.
If you're like me, you're always on the lookout for a place to eat with healthy options. Well, look no further than Young and Juicy Cafe, serving healthy, organic, and wholesome meals affordably priced. Their made-to-order smoothies are crafted with the freshest ingredients. Y&J helps customers change lifestyle with customized healthy meal options built for life. Young and Juicy Cafe, 13 Lawn Avenue in New Rochelle. For takeout, call 914-654-1234. Young and Juicy Cafe. Eat to live. 914-654-1234.
Scintillating and daring. Diamonds Are Not Always a Girl's Best Friend is the wonderfully and cleverly crafted new novel from Lima Long. Diamonds Are Not Always a Girl's Best Friend is a purely scandalous read that will leave you shocked. A compelling novel with characters that we all can relate to. Lima Long has given us insight into defining what friendship is and what it is not. True to form, deceitfully cunning. Diamonds are not always a girl's best friend. Will keep you on the edge of your seat for the entire ride. Go online and order your copy from Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com today. Again, log on to Amazon.com or go to BarnesandNoble.com to get your copy of Lima Long's Diamonds Are Not Always a Girl's Best Friend today.
Everything's changed.
This Sunday morning at 9, Lily's International Christian Outreach presents a celebration worship service with special guest, Dove Awards nominee Alvin Slaughter.
Lay down your burdens at the altar.
Come out and receive your blessings from God at the King's Temple, 36 Franklin Avenue, Hewlett, New York. Again, that's Alvin Slaughter this Sunday morning, May 22nd, starting at 9. And it's free. Let's all rejoice in the Lord. For more information, go to liliesinternational.org.
Join in the time of celebration.
It all started in New York City. A family came together to create a game plan to take over, a brand that would represent a lifestyle, clothes, jewelry, and events. Then it finally happened. Well, Bree Combination, a leader in men's and women's fashion and accessories. Family owned and operated, all designs are created within by the family's daughter. Bree provides such unique clothing designs like the Owl Always and the ever-popular Koi Fish. Bree Combination doesn't stop there, as their award-winning accessory line is highlighted by the Duke or Earl and the beautiful Pace necklace. To purchase Bree Combination clothing or accessories, simply log on to BreeCombination.com. That's Bree, B-R-I-I, Combination.com. For information on events or to contact the owners of Bree Combination, go to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Bree Combination. That's at BRII Combination. Bree Combination, not just clothing, but a lifestyle for the new millennium. What's pop opera? It's taking the world by storm, and pioneering this new sound is Cherise Mills. No stranger to running from the front, Cherise has done it again with her latest single, Champagne, featuring French Montana. Yes, Champagne will have you grooving and desiring so much more. Purchase the new single Champagne by Cherise Mills featuring French Montana on iTunes. To learn more about Cherise Mills and the pop opera movement, go to her website, CheriseMills.com. This weekend, get your taste of Champagne.
So I could call Eddie Bailey at EVT, and he could come out to the house, and we could clear out the garage. This is great. I love this. If if you're a business owner and you need office cleaning services, you're a homeowner like me, you need assistance with carpentry or floor care or just a general cleaning, you could call EVT Cleaning Services. They have general maintenance to electric repair. EVT covers the entire tri-state area for your home and your business. And Eddie Bailey is a New York native. He put together this homegrown business that's second to none to help you with all the dirty work for your home or your office, landscaping, janitorial, even demolition services. You name it, they do it all at EVT Cleaning Services. 347-755-4263. 347-755-4263. Or find EVT on Facebook by searching EVT Cleaning Services. Tell them Piscopo sent you for a special discount. EVT Cleaning Services, the improvement professionals.
Get 'em Girls Styles is the best place for all your hair care needs. Conveniently located in the Bronx at 1444 Boston Road. Get 'em Girls Styles specializes in total hair care and hair extension service, including wig making. Purchase any extension service and receive a free wash and set. Call 347-431-3225 or go to GETEMGURLZ.com and use the code 1039 for 15% off. Get 'em Girls Style, where beauty meets the eye.
Watch yourself, Tom. We're back on the ride, 950 Lounge Live, Saturday morning. A lot of activity in the studio. Big thanks to Girls Talk, Sports TV.
It was very interesting. I like that. Yeah. I'm gonna be looking forward to this show.
You learned a lot about swimming.
No, I always knew about swimming. I'm just glad that they just showed some more people of color in swimming. That's what I was happy about.
Well, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Color people swim?
Yeah.
See, they go to swimming. They go to the whole thing there.
They're going to stereotype. I'm not going to dress you off camera, though. And especially Miss Jenkins. She got something for you. She might swing that.
That's all right.
Booyaka in your face. But any event, man, that was a great conversation.
Yeah, looking for them to come back, Looking forward to them to come back, talk about some more different things.
Without question. Again, go support that. I mean, great, not just because they're ladies, but they do great work. They know their sports, and they talk about things you're necessarily not going to just hear on the Worldwide Leader and other things that, are affected. Justin's joined us, Just the Classic Man.
What's going on? What's going on? This light is amazingly bright right now.
You must have had a long night then.
Yes, I did. Sure, I got home around 4 or 5 in the morning.
What did you do 4 or 5 in the morning?
Just bounce around a few, locations.
A little haberdashers?
Went into a hood rat haberdash yesterday, though.
It's not really your style.
A hood rat?
Nah, it wasn't bad. It was a hood rat spot, though. I was like, I'm not coming back here anymore. But, you got to try something one
time. Was the food good? Was the drinks good?
Nah, the drink was horrible. The hookah was good, but things happen. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things in the shoe here.
Yeah.
So who did you have to what famous waitress you was working with last night?
Nah, it was actually Kev. I was honest. I behaved myself. I stayed out of trouble.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I stayed out of trouble last night. I got home.
Great.
I ate McDonald's last night though.
The healthy lifestyle.
No guts.
No, because they say you can't eat the meat in McDonald's no more. So I ate the chicken in McDonald's.
What they say about the meat in McDonald's?
They say
I don't eat it no more.
Something about the meat is no good in like a few of the fast food chains. Yeah. So they say stop eating the burgers. Yes, they said stop eating all the burgers. So I said, well, I won't eat the burgers. I eat the chicken.
Just go to Shake Shack. And,
but Shake Shack's not open at 3, 4 in the morning, unfortunately, in Westchester.
Have some carrots.
What do I look like, Bugs Bunny to you?
Shirley said cook.
Cook? At 4 in the morning? After what I do? Nah, we're gonna have a fire.
Have a hot pocket
You want a hot cooked meal?
I need a quick meal. Something that's gonna go into the microwave or something that's just gonna go right into my stomach. One or the other. There's no chefing at 4:30 in the morning. That's not happening, no.
Go call Shirley. Maybe Shirley make
No, I don't want that. I don't want that headache either. That's another headache and a half I don't want to deal with.
Kev, you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened.
Let me tell you what happened. That's the last thing you need to hear. Our normal 2 o'clock in the afternoon, yo, Kev, I gotta tell you what happened.
Nelson, you mic'd up there? So did you learn something from the ladies sports reporters?
Yeah, I definitely did. It was an interesting topic because as far
so you're gonna go get your Liberty season tickets tomorrow, huh?
What's up?
You're buying your Liberty season tickets, right?
That's a no. That's a definite no right there. He said his laugh. He's like, nah.
They are affordable. I'm gonna stay in and sleep tomorrow.
Nah, he just won my movie tickets.
Well, I'm proud of him. I think they moved to Westchester, right? They moved them to White Plains.
I don't think
they moved them out the Garden. They put them in White Plains.
I don't think it was their choice, but
yeah.
We talked about. See, this is what happens when.
This happens when I have to take classes.
When you're a bad guy, you do bad things.
That's right. You get punished. Don't do bad things. Get in trouble with the peoples.
But I'm glad you're here because we continue the show. We gotta still have a great afternoon left, another hour left on the leader. Just to let Just know, because I don't know if Just even know, you gotta get your Japanese up. Big shout to FC2.
Konnichiwa.
There you go.
Why is it always konnichiwa?
That's all I need to know.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle show. Konnichiwa.
Chappelle taught us how to say that. But again, a big shout to the people in Japan checking us out. That's big moves, man.
Are we gonna have to actually start speaking in Japanese?
No.
I'm not going to get the Rosetta Stone for no Japanese.
No, but honestly, what the funny thing is?
You want some sake?
I love sake.
Nah, honestly,
I do love sake. Sake is great, and support. I will drink sake and support all day long. If you don't know, that's Japanese beer, and it's really, real good.
It's really rice wine.
Yeah, and rice wine is the sake. Wine. Yes.
But the thing is that with them, they know American language very well because just like with the rap artists and all of them that go over there, so they know the words for words. So they very multicultural. So they good.
Amen.
You don't have to worry about that.
Right. No doubt. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We keep this thing moving. We got my man Sensomatic is in the house. Sensomatic's in the house, and it's a wild story how we're connected in some weird way. But we got him, and I'm gonna have my man Tone from Union Reps come through. It's non-free lounge. We continue to move on. Come on back.
Look your best this summer. Let Fear Gal refresh your style with some beautiful white, blue, and pink shirts or any color you prefer. Fear Gal shirts are custom made with the highest quality Italian cotton, genuine mother-of-pearl buttons sewn on by hand, as well as handcrafted buttonholes. AM 970 listeners order 6 shirts now through August 28th and receive a 7th shirt free. To become fashion ready, go to feargal.net or call 914-826-5755. That's 914-826-5755. Ask for Fear Gal. Looking good is a lifestyle. Want your child to receive Christian values along with a first-class education? Then the Flushing Christian School is your place, serving grades K through 8. The Flushing Christian School has been providing quality Christian education since 1950, delivering a passion for serving Christ to students for their benefit and for the glory of God. For more information, go to FlushingChristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. The Flushing Christian School, 41-54 Murray Street, Flushing, New York, 718-445-3533. What do you get when R&B, soul, and reggae are fused together? You get the hot sounds of Gordon Andres.
Man, I just gotta wake up. Past few months have been real rough.
Hailing from Brooklyn, Gordon Andres is taking the music world by storm. Check out his new single, Free Up. The good music revolution is here, and Gordon Andres is leading the charge. Catch Gordon Andres live on November 11th at Amazura Concert Hall, 91-12, 144th Place, Jamaica, New York. To learn more about Gordon Andres music, go to his Facebook page, Gordon Andres, and enjoy free music at SoundCloud.com. Search Gordon Andres. The future is now, and the future of music is Gordon Andres.
Please don't judge me.
Identity theft affects millions of Americans each year. Harvard Risk Management's ID Protection provides privacy and security monitoring, consultation, and comprehensive identity restoration. So if something does happen to your identity, you'll have professional help in getting your identity restored. For more information, contact your local rep, Raymond Baxter, at 800-825-6098 or go to mylegalbenefits.info. Harvard Risk Management. Looking for an organization that can assist your child in life lessons and discipline in the New York tri-state area? Say hello to the Inner City Youth Football League, a 501c3 organization. ICYFL for short promotes sportsmanship on and off the field to make better young people. And they're looking for players ages 7 to 17 and cheerleaders ages 7 to 14. Maintaining a youth organization can be very costly, and ICYFL needs your help. To make a Love tax-deductible donation to ICYFL, please call 347-860-6166 or 646-400-8121. Email at ICYFL@yahoo.com or go online to InnerCityYouthFootballLeague.com. Also for donations, you can go to GoFundMe.com/LZ99IS. Would you like your child to play or cheer for the ICYFL? Go to InnerCityYouthFootballLeague.com to find a team near you. The Inner City Youth Football League, winning back our youth.
Hey folks, looking for a different kind of sports show? Then join me, Jeff Cadillac, Sunday nights at 10 for the Jeff Cadillac Show, sponsored by Raymond James and Associates, Locust Valley, New York, on AM 970, The Answer.
You know, you got a couple seconds to make a strong first impression. If your appearance is your calling card, then let me introduce you to John Anthony from J. Hilburn. John and his team consult directly with you, offering exclusivity to the world of custom without the hassle. By cutting out the middleman, John is able to offer you exquisite hand-sewn, custom shirting, personalized suiting, and so much more. John offers premium concierge service and styles that will elevate your overall appearance. Whether it's for work, off-duty, or a gala, John's got you covered. Contact John directly at john.anthony@jhilburnpartner.com. That's john.anthony@jhilburnpartner.com. John will come to you, or you can visit his showroom at 13 West 38th Street on the second floor by appointment only. Think you got what it takes to be a fashion consultant? Ask John how. John Anthony and J. Hilburn. Nothing is more personal than the clothes on your back.
R&B sensation Maine is taking the music industry by storm.
Hey, yo, shorty, what up?
Hailing from Central Islip, New York, Maine has merged the best of R&B and rap to create the Maine sound, music that you can vibe and enjoy on every level. Maine has worked with such legendary names as Eric Sermon and Snoop Dogg. Catch Maine live April 25th at the Hashtag Bar, 388 Van Duzer Street, Staten Island, New York. Want to learn more about Maine? Then go to MaineMusicNYC.com. That's MaineMusicNYC.com. Love the music of Maine? It's all available at iTunes. The future of music is now. Remember to check out Maine Live April 25th at the Hashtag Bar, 388 Van Duzer Street, Staten Island, New York.
We're back on the Rod Nalfi Lounge. Third hour presented by Rewind TV. You said you got locked out the studio, huh?
Yeah, I was down. But Backstage Ed taught me something valuable today. You know.
What'd he teach you?
I can't deal with my family like they ain't gonna respond. And my relative didn't respond to me or her down there. You know, we ain't get no response that she hit Backstage Ed. You know, so I understand now.
Facts. Right. I had to hit Ed too to get in. I got locked out too.
Yeah, see, so you know.
Well, you can't.
But we gonna fix this. The door shouldn't have been locked, you know. Well, stuff is going on from 10 to 11. That's usually when our guest is coming. So we gotta get a 15-minute grace period or something.
I can't control everything in this building.
I felt bad. I bumped into the guest. I was like, "You try to get in?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I got you. Don't worry." I had to get him in too. I felt embarrassed. I was like, "What's going on?"
Well, we came in. You didn't lock the door. You was the last one behind me.
No, but when you went down to get the ladies,
I didn't get the ladies. They had open. They must have locked the door.
Yeah. So
you know who we're gonna blame? We're gonna blame the engineer for making sure the door is not open at all times. Look. Now he just looked up like, oh yeah. We gonna get the engineer. He's supposed to have the door on deck at all times, right?
But one thing I'm happy about, y'all started way before time.
Oh yeah,
like it was before 10 o'clock. They was live. I was here at 10 o'clock. The cameras was already rolling. So I like that. Rather than we be on.
We
a
little late. We got a Japanese audience, man. They used to being on time. So
the whole thing is that since now we got like about another 13 sites that's up and running on us now. We have to start live right at that time because that's when I've been broadcasting everybody that we're gonna be coming at 10 o'clock. So as soon as 10 o'clock hits.
You heard it from Backstage Ed. That's all.
So I said, when he says we gotta be on, we gotta be.
You heard it. On. You see, I can't even say none of that. I just say you heard it from Backstage Ed. It's over.
So I'm going to speak to you, but get you on. I know obviously union reps. What's going on with union reps?
Right now we getting ready to shoot some videos. We getting ready to do some ventures with my family here. And we getting ready to do a lot of music. A lot of different music coming from different artists, not just in our camp. Like we just set a campaign. Everything is free on us. Mm-hmm. The video, the mix down, everything, just to get you up and running. And it's no contract type situation like you got to work with us or shout us out or none of that because we believe in our work. It's going to stick for itself. Mm-hmm. The video quality, the production, if you come and get a beat from us or whatever, we going back to those old school tactics to try to get more music out under our umbrella without it necessarily being with our stamp on it, but still having our face on it. So that's what we gearing up for right now.
It's almost like the 80s back in the days. Like
yes, because
always work it.
Trying to compete with this new technology thing, because I'm kind of like a dinosaur. I go back to the old era when, it was just a cassette tape, and then, went to the CD. I thought it wasn't going to go no further than the CD. And now we on streaming and all this other stuff that I can't even really identify with. I got to go to my nephews and, to give me help.
What's Snapchat?
Or consult with you backstage, because you technology suave to the max. So I said, how can I put our old brackets and infuse it in with the new? And it's still the same from whether it was the 80s to now. Everybody respect free and good work ethic. And we giving it up for free, and we got great work ethic.
Union reps rides with 950, our musical arm, because none of us are musical talent. I know I am.
I just want to be in some videos. That's all I ask.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
If you need somebody for a video, hit me up, bro. I'll be around.
When I was in Evander, I used to... But I ain't doing that no more.
Leave that back in Evander days, bro.
Nah. Listen, I actually gonna need that from him. One day I'm gonna ask him to give me something.
You better
give him like a 3-month notice so he could get himself together.
Get him some gloves because he might hurt his hand.
We don't.
I need some dumbbells or something. So
we got a thing, right? We don't do no samples. Whatsoever.
That's what's up.
But when we do a sample, it's created from somebody else. Like prime example, he just played out something. We'll match that exact sound.
Don't use that.
Listen, that exact sound that he played out and make a beat out of it. it.
Well,
so that's our sampling. So that's why I said that. We look for beatbox artists and all that because we ain't on no time frame. We ain't doing what everybody else is doing. We doing what we want to do musically.
Speaking of old school, today is Snoop Dogg's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
You know, I'm sure Snoop
we ain't got no edibles, no magical.
Listen, you know,
no magical.
Because Canada's now fully legal. Yeah, all of Canada. All of Canada. And you should have seen that line.
I could only imagine.
That line was like about 5 blocks long.
We missed the boat again.
Huh?
To cross the border?
No, to get the edibles.
But half of the population is still blocked out though.
Yeah, but they had
because of that felony thing they got.
Yeah, but they had 250 different types. They got stuff that make you hungry, stuff that so they was just going over the whole thing.
That's when you get somebody to get your big.
But it already makes you hungry.
Not all of them. I learned the lesson by watching them that day. They don't.
I know. Well, I can't say that.
Well, you're missing my point about Snoop. They didn't want to go about the weed. You smoke weed?
No, I
then
don't.
What you care about?
I don't care.
Listen, but that is Mr. Weed, though.
I get that, but I wanted to
I mean, the conversation kind of went kind of insane.
Yeah, y'all tell me forget Snoop. That's why we go to Canada.
I mean, it fits Snoop.
Tony said I'm going to Toronto after the show. But
facts. I'm with you, bro. Let me know.
Yeah, well, Toronto for other reason. That main name was on his mic. I'm trying to get into my house later.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask every one of you guys, what was your favorite Snoop song? I'll start with you, Mr. Music.
It's weird because when I say the song, everybody's gonna be like, for real. It was the remake that he did to Lottie Dottie. That really made me a fan of him. Where everybody else would think, why he had Chin and Juice? He had all these other songs before that. But see, I'm come from this music genre of real lyrics, and before that I just thought that he was a real catchable rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like he knew how to say all of the right catchphrases, you know, and get people lured into the pot. And when he did the homage to Slick Rick and them, then it showed me that he could really rap, because you can't do homage to Slick Rick and can't really rap. He's one of the greatest storytellers to ever grace the planet. So
what about you, Josh?
I got two. I actually had to look them up just so I could say what they was.
Yeah, I like that.
Always precise.
Yeah.
I had Gin and Juice because I was in what? I want to say I was 12. And that was one of the first West Coast songs that really caught me. Like, wow. It's just a regular rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And that part right there, I mean, of course you had the first part, but I was too young to do any of that. But I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I was sat there like, what does that mean? And as you get older, you start working, you start doing this, and you're like, okay, now I get it. And then what's my name? But you declaring who
you like
you
old
are.
school Snoop.
Yeah, because new school Snoop is just not, to me, is not Snoop. When you come up with how he came up with Dre and that whole crew, Nate Dogg and everybody else, that to me was Snoop. What I have now is, it's a nice version of Snoop. It's cool for the newer age people, but for me, I was still on that old school 90s Snoop where it was just raw, like he was just raw and uncut.
Same old
Backstage?
Snoop.
Yeah, mine was what's his name? What's my name? What's my name? Because of the fact that it had that old funkadelic beat. And that's what really caught me up when I said, wow, I said, this is coming from out there. I would never have thought about that. And it was one of his classics to me, because that was his breakout song, personally, over on the East Coast.
Well, yeah, you know, it's easy to say that, but I'm going to go one that, it's not that, well, it's almost 20 years, but it was Beautiful. With Pharrell.
Pharrell?
Yeah, when he do that one.
It's kind of soft, bro. Well, it's kind of soft.
Listen,
I'm not saying you soft. I'm just saying
you gotta feel it, but you gotta respect.
Just want you to know.
You gonna let me finish?
You're my favorite girl.
We got an artist here next, but no, it's the evolution, because who would have thought 25 years later Snoop be hosting The Joke Is Wild? Who would have thought Snoop would be with Martha Stewart? So you got to evolve. As a you just can't stay, well, I like, you know, he's 40-something, almost 50 years old. There has to be an evolution.
No, but I think all artists have an evolution.
Not all artists have.
No, I'm talking about the older school artists.
Not the old, no.
Which ones do you think that didn't change?
I'm not going to mention no names because some of them have been here.
I'm going to say this. You got hip, and then you got hop. Hip, it's my side. The hop is the new millennium. Then for the old school people, you got entertainers.
Yes.
And then you got rappers. Snoop is an entertainer.
Yeah.
And he's always been an entertainer. So he's gonna stand out. It's all depending on where you want to go with your brand and if you want to label or box yourself. This is why I'm with y'all as a family, because I don't want to just be conditioned into just rapping and doing beats.
And speaking of family, we have a member. I'm gonna tell this joke.
he said, I only can speak for myself.
Those 2 deep breaths said it all right there.
Yeah, you see, I just told. Let people know where they can reach out to you and find you, union reps in the whole
in the club.
We got union reps on Facebook. We got union reps on Instagram, Musically, Tidal, TuneCore, SoundCloud, everything we on.
No doubt. My brother Tone. Take a quick break. We got an artist in the building. He's doing some amazing things, and he's going to talk about what he's got. He's got an interesting story. Sensomatics here. It's 9 Feet Lounge live on Saturday. Come on back.
Nice.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tish Love.
It's Darnell.
Thais, along with your boy, Uncle Dash.
Be sure to download the DSN BX mobile app so you can check out our live stream.
Especially if your team is losing on a Thursday night, we'll be there to lift your spirits. So remember,
it's Get to Know Me live every Thursdays 9 to 10 on DSN.
This Sunday morning at 9, Lily's International Christian Outreach presents a celebration worship service with special guest, Dove Awards nominee Alvin Slaughter.
Lay down your burdens at the altar.
Come out and receive your blessings from God at the King's Temple, 36 Franklin Avenue, Hewlett, New York. Again, that's Alvin Slaughter this Sunday morning, May 22nd, starting at 9. And it's free. Let's all rejoice in the Lord. For more information, go to liliesinternational.org.
Join in the time of celebration.
If you're like me, you're always on the lookout for a place to eat with healthy options. Well, look no further than Young and Juicy Cafe, serving healthy, organic, and wholesome meals affordably priced. Their made-to-order smoothies are crafted with the freshest ingredients. Y&J helps customers change lifestyle with customized healthy meal options built for life. Young and Juicy Cafe, 13 Lawn Avenue in New Rochelle. For takeout, call 914-654-1234. Young and Juicy Cafe. Eat to live. 914-654-1234.
The E. Jones Show proudly sponsors AMW Clothing. Now, what does that stand for?
Ambition, motivated women.
AMW Clothing is the embodiment of the culture many of us grew up in, but it's also the flavor of the new era. Style beyond judgment. Style that represents appreciation, drive, and hustle. Now, what brand you know can put those three words in the same sentence? Even celebrities such as Iman Shumpert, DJ Diamond Cuts, and many more are repping that AMW lifestyle. So tell me, what are you waiting for? Represent the brand today. Go on Instagram, follow and contact the girl Snow. Her username is @SnowDaddy__. That's SNOWDADDY__. Again, @SnowDaddy__. Follow her to stay updated with daily sales for quality merchandise, all the way from Street Fighter dad hats, Aaliyah and TLC shirts, to the best-selling Damn Gina hoodies. So go right this minute and check out the one and only brand that fits you.
Ambition, motivated woman. Clothing.
Have you ever had a dream, a passion, a vision of greatness? We are DSN, the Matrix Studios Network, located in the Bronx, New York, the longest running online independent broadcasting network. We specialize in internet radio, podcasting, live video streaming, red carpet and backstage interviews, and much more. We are also a full-service recording production studio with in-house producers and composers with talented engineers. Book your next recording session or start your new broadcasting career by calling 718-708-5890 or email us at info@thematrixstudios.com. And for more information, visit www.thematrixstudios.com.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let the show begin. The Jones Show. Tune in Monday through Friday for a journey through classic hip-hop and R&B, exclusive celebrity interviews.
Today we have a special guest. She is one of the great female vocalists, the iconic, legendary Stephanie Mills will be joining the show today.
For all your celebrity news and gossip, ask Diamond about the E.
Make sure y'all tune in.
WWRN Urban Classics. It's the E. Jones Show. The E. Jones Show featuring the First Lady Sharonda, Cody, and Mill. Start your midday with a dose of E. Jones, Sharonda, Cody, and Mill. Waking your assets up.
Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Eastern Standard.
We're back on the Rod Now for Lounge live Saturday afternoon. Tone wants to have his own conversation. It's all good. No, you ain't gotta apologize. I hear you. I hear you. Listen, you're a music guy. You putting your hustle on. I love that about you, my brother. We're here with a gentleman that's from the Bronx, New York. He's a talented artist. He's got his own style and unique genre. And the story I just found out Thursday, me and his sister know each other. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 950 Lounge. Sense-O-Matic. What's going on, brother?
Thank you very much, 950 Lounge. Thank you very much, Kev, for invite. Yeah, man, it's a good thing. It's getting chilly right now. It's October.
Kidding.
You know what I mean? I got the leather on. Went from like 65 to 40 overnight.
I was wearing shorts, and then next day I had to go pull out the coat and put it in the cleaners.
And the thermals. We about to go in the thermal weather. It's crazy.
But thanks for coming on this morning,
My pleasure.
man.
Thank you.
And big shout out to your sister Shanta, man. That blew my mind on that one.
Serious. I mean, when she told me on IG, she was like, "Oh, that's Kev. Oh, that's my man. We went to high school together." I was like, "Yo."
We went to elementary school together. She went to high school. We went to PS1, PS21.
So it goes back even further.
Yeah, I think it's the last time I had hair.
So you seen the juice kit come up over your head now, right?
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was a goofy kid. Putting my mama Dax in my hair. That was.
Man, I'm still Daxon, fam. I'm still with you.
Well, you got the do-rag.
I'm still Daxon, baby.
But never that. You here to talk about your music. You from the Bronx, New York, man.
Yeah,
Obviously the home of hip hop. And when I looked over your profile, it really, without even hearing your music first, just your profile alone shows your range. When somebody says, I listen to 107.5 to CBS 101.1, that tells me right there out the chute, it's got a various broad range in music. Talk about that from a standpoint that developed the Sense-O-Matic sound, that range that you can go from classic rock to urban R&B.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. My mother, when I came up, she used to play 107.5. I used to listen to Sunday Morning Classics, Hal Jackson. Mm-hmm. When I used to ride in my father's car, I used to listen to rock.
Right.
For a black male and a West Indian male who listened to rock. Mm-hmm. We're like, damn, how the hell did that happen?
Right.
I mean, he loved Bob Marley, he loved everybody, but he also liked Carlos Santana, he liked Jimi Hendrix, he liked the Beatles.
Those guitar licks, right?
Yeah, he was a guitarist, And it's a funny thing because in my family, my aunt happens to be a member of the 50s group, the Chantels, from the past.
Nice.
Sonia Goring.
Yeah.
So it's like I have a lot of music and a lot of art running through my family and my blood. My mother's an artist. She's a designer and she's a painter.
Right.
So it's screaming out of me. Although I haven't had the the opportunity to do it 100% of my day, I still like to do it. I still love to do my art as much as possible.
No doubt. Now, again, you're a student in the game. You've worked over 1,000 projects. You've been doing this now, not to put your age out there, but
it's up
almost
there.
20 years.
Yes, sir.
So as you've kind of seen the growth of, you came in a time where, you know, like you got the CD out, the CDs were still prevalent, you still have music stores, to now where there's all about online and
SoundCloud.
likes and SoundClouds, and music has become, I think in 2018, more image than audio.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts as being a guy still in the game, but still trying to remain relevant in this new day and age. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm an older individual compared to a lot of people who's making their footsteps in the industry right now.
Right.
Honestly, the social media has exploded on the scene, and that's an entire brand new element that artists from back in the early 90s, the early 2000s just did not have.
Right.
So for me to even be able to tap into that right now is an experience for me. It's like a whole learning curve. And I'm jumping out there as best as possible, you know what I mean? I work full time, so I gotta figure out a way to manage my craft and manage my time to grow an internet presence as well.
Let's jump on that, because you said obviously you still work a day job and this music is a passion, but it's also a cost. As an independent artist, how do you, and I know like Tone is in that same boat, but how do you kind of ration, you know, you got your family here, the fact that, hey, I'm trying to pursue this dream, but yet I got a baby girl to feed, mouth to feed.
Yes, sir.
How has that balance become when it's like it's all coming out of your pocket as an artist?
Frustrating.
Yeah.
Honestly frustrating. And it's at the end of the day, you get a little discouraged because, you know, you want things to move faster. You want to blow. You see people on TV. You're like, I could do that. But the real truth is you don't know what those people did to get to where they are. So the way I look at it is I got a lot of growth to do no matter how old I am. I still have to grow up more so I can get to that level where I'm more competitive and I'm more able to talk to people on that wide stream level.
Now with the now going into the SoundCloud and everything else with that, how's that been going for you itself? Going into the digital media part of it, coming from CD to tapes now to digital.
Yeah, as far as making the transition is good, but as far as getting a community for myself, as far as the fan base growth, difficult because people are like, who the hell is this guy? I can't see him on TV. You know, he doesn't know nobody. So that's the part that I'm working at right now, as far as backing up, making sure my face is seen in certain places, being able to come and talk to Kev, come and talk to everybody.
Don't say that's just me. They get mad when you just say me.
We don't say
It's only Kev. It's only Kev. It's the Kev show. It's not 9:50 now. Just the Kev show. We all want to admit to it. It's all right.
I didn't say that.
Going into 2019, we're just gonna name the show the Kev Show.
I like that.
Yeah, I know you like that, right? Hey, look at him. Yeah.
That's
Kick rocks on that
see
too.
what you're talking to set somebody.
So now you're looking at doing collaborations with other groups and other artists and everything else as well?
Absolutely, 100%.
Now, is there any particular ones that you would love to do collaborations with?
As far as the industry right now?
Yes.
Oh man, I would love
or
to.
even some of the older ones.
Give me 5 people that you actually want to work with right now. 5 people.
Oh man, Smith & Wesson. Right off the gate, Smith & Wesson.
Union reps?
Union reps.
This goes kind of said.
Die line, and die line.
KRS-One, Rakim, all the originators. Public Enemy, you know.
Now, let me make it harder for you. Give me 5 up-and-coming new artists that are out right now. Not the old school dudes that, you know, you've had that appreciation for. But give me 5 dudes that are out right now that came out within the last 4 years that you might work with where you could actually show them something or open their eyes and they could show you something.
That's a difficult one because I'm not good with names right now. But I'm not even gonna lie to you, although his image is a little how should I say it, altered. But I feel Soulja Boy has a huge presence.
Okay.
As far as the West Coast and the Midwest.
Okay.
You know, he's not East Coast.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I feel. Let me see. You said 5. I'm not good
give me
with
3.
names.
You give me 3. I'm just trying to make it more difficult for the fun of it.
Let me see who else.
So there'll be no. All right. So let me throw names at you.
Yeah,
then.
throw some
Drake,
names.
Cole.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like
definitely
these,
feel like
6ix9ine.
Nah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like I could run
Big
with homie.
Sean.
Yeah, I like Big Sean.
Let me see, who am I forgetting? Kendrick.
For sure.
So that's it. There's your 5 right there.
Right there.
So that's what I'm saying is like, because some artists who, you still do the CD, you still do that, but if you want to move to a newer age, you're going to have to grasp newer age guys. Like, it's great to want to work with KRS-One and all those guys, but what are they really doing right now? They're more on the back end, in the background, and you're still an aspiring artist. So you've got to try to grab up and coming guys, especially somebody you could, partner up with and be like, yo, I got this, you got that. Help me out this way, I'll help you out this way. So that's one piece of advice I could give to you. Try to find newer artists that are coming up, union reps. I'm sure they got a few people, and just new people in general, where you could just say, I might not like his style 100% or her style 100%, but I could rock 80%. If I could rock 80%, I could just watch what they do and how they build up a fan base. I could grab that.
And build
that on my end.
Yes, sir.
Do a couple of shows here and there, Now 50's always looking for a Thursday opening act. I'm not gonna say for what, but we always need a Thursday opening act once a month.
Good plug.
So it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. And this is how you build.
Yes, sir.
And you just do it that way. It's a quicker way to just learn the business.
And another thing is, I'm not only like a rapper.
See,
I make beats.
You make beats.
I make beats.
So now, how are you getting your beats out there?
It was going back with my age thing. 10 years ago, I did I Stand It. Mm-hmm. So I had paid for that. So and I didn't win, you know what I mean? But just the mere fact that I stepped out of my comfort zone and seen what other people was doing and saying, okay, you need to really, really get better in the studio, do what you need to do, make your beats louder, make them stronger, make them pump, get the low end going. You know what I mean? And if you really want to talk about hip hop, and that's what sent me back to the lab and said, you know what, you really dig hard.
I was about to ask you, because now you was talking about, because I remember Kevin said in the beginning that you also do, that your father and everything else was into the guitar licks and everything else.
Yes, sir.
Now, are you also looking at using things in that type of fashion as well? Because I know, like, back in the days, Public Enemy was a big group that did that type of stuff as well.
They had rock.
And then you also had a couple other rock groups like Living Color and a couple others that did
Absolutely.
Run DMC. That's all. Be honest. Run DMC was a rock hip hop group.
Yeah, but look at them. Yeah, because as I was saying, so did you think about doing any type of
Absolutely. I'm like currently taking lessons for the guitar as I speak. I mean, I've been doing it for the last 5 years. My guitar teacher's name is Tony Joyner, and he's been doing this for me, helping me out. Even though he lives in Florida at the moment, he's like, we go on, we video chat. He's still sending me lessons, and he's still keeping me under the tutelage. So yeah, I would love to play live.
Yeah, because I know like one of the ones people don't really realize. I forgot which group he was on, but Slash.
Yeah.
And nobody really knew that he was actually a person that's African American.
He's black.
Yeah. Nobody really
for
knows
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yes. And
on
nobody
many
really,
tunes.
Yeah, and nobody ever knew that. And they was like saying, huh? But he's just he was just up in Europe all the time. But that's the one thing.
That's right.
Talking again in the sense of Matic, I want to dive back into the business of music, because you own your own studio and you've been putting out this work. I know, like Nelson, engineer, he's an aspiring artist, and like I said, Tone is doing his thing with Union Reps. But I want to take a break. Let's talk about the business of music. You mentioned something earlier about exposure and getting out there and getting your face out there, and this is one of those stops that we're happy to have you. But I want to talk about how that may have changed in your effect of being an artist and taking this to another level. Skinny that with Sensimatics, Non-Fade Lounge Live. Come on back.
New Move of God Pentecostal Church in the Bronx needs your prayers and assistance in purchasing a new church home. Won't you open your hearts and support? Go to www.gofundme/newmogpc. Any donation is appreciated. For more information, go to newmoveofgodpentecostalchurch.org.
Fans, it's your girls Yasins
and Tanisha,
and we are Real Ladies, Real Talk.
Yeah, we know you're trying to listen to your football game.
Yeah, we know. But this is for Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8:30. You can watch us on Ustream Live,
or you can go ahead and download our weekly podcast on iTunes and Stitcher.
Get in line.
At least it's not on Sunday.
Hey everybody, it's your girl girl Tish Love.
It's Darnell.
Thais. Along with your boy,
Uncle Dash.
Be sure to download the DSN BX mobile app so you can check out our live stream.
Especially if your team is losing on a Thursday night, we'll be there to lift your spirits. So remember,
it's Get to Know Me live every Thursdays 9 to 10 on DSN.
This Sunday morning at 9, Lily's International Christian Outreach presents a celebration worship service with special guest, Dove Awards nominee Alvin Slaughter.
Lay down your burdens at the altar.
Come out and receive your blessings from God at the King's Temple, 36 Franklin Avenue, Hewlett, New York. Again, that's Alvin Slaughter this Sunday morning, May 22nd, starting at 9. And it's free. Let's all rejoice in the Lord. For more information, go to liliesinternational.org.
Join in the time of celebration.
To whom it may concern, give yourself permission to engage in the lost art of conversation. Indulge in the exchange of stimulating thoughts and ideas. Examine and reflect. If intrigued, allow me the pleasure of presiding over said forum. Welcome to Well Model.
Football fans, are you looking for an alternative experience this spring? If yes, then welcome to the Triborough Football League. Established in 2008 with teams all around the city, the TFL offers athletes 18 and over the opportunity to keep their football dream alive. Fans are part of the game in the TFL with an up-close experience with the players. Learn more about the TFL at their open house March 4th from 9 a.m. to noon at Fusion East, 1179 Elton Avenue, Brooklyn. For more information on the TFL, go to TriboroughFootball.com. Is something missing from your child's school experience? Are they receiving biblical values along with academic excellence? Like to find such a school? Then welcome to Flushing Christian School, serving grades K through 8. The Flushing Christian School has been providing quality Christian education since 1950, delivering a passion for serving Christ to students for their benefit and for the glory of God. Why not start your child's education off right in 2016? For more information on Flushing Christian School, go to their website at www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. Again, that's www.flushingchristianschool.com or call 718-445-3533. The Flushing Christian School, 41-54 Murray Street, Flushing, New York. 718-445-3533 or www.flushingchristianschool.com.
Millennium Music Media is leading the charge for the future of music. Millennium empowers artists, writers, producers, and publishers. Start getting paid your self-worth. To learn more, go to www.millennium5.com. Millennium Music Media. Welcome to the music revolution.
Look your best this summer. Let Fear Gal refresh your style with some beautiful white, blue, and pink shirts or any color you prefer. Fear Gal shirts are custom made with the highest quality Italian cotton, genuine mother-of-pearl buttons sewn on by hand, as well as handcrafted buttonholes. AM 970 listeners order 6 shirts now through August 28th and receive a 7th shirt free. To become fashion ready, go to feargal.net or call 914-826-5755. That's 914-826-5755. Ask for Kareem. Fear Gal. Looking good is a lifestyle. As you enjoy today's football game, there's a new sport sweeping the nation. Gaga Ball is on the map, and Talent Athletics is the #1 source for your gaming needs. Founded by 2 New York City teachers, Talent Athletics can provide you everything from Gaga Pit rentals and sales, Gaga gloves, and event hostings for all your corporate, birthday, or social needs. For more information on Talent Athletics, go to their website, talentathletics.com, or call 914-420-1403. Talent Athletics. Play hard, play safe.
We're back on the Rod Knopfler Lounge last Saturday, talking to the homie Sensomatic about some music. And during the break, when you came back, we wanted to come back and talk about the business of music, go more in depth with that. Again, being a family man and working in music, and I'm sure you, like a lot of people, we had the young ladies, female talk reporters, and they're not just doing it just to do it. They're doing it as a business to try to grow and make it their primary revenue generator. When it comes to music for you as a family person and as a person that's got his own business but yet has to balance that chord. You mentioned it's hard, but how is that what's the generation piece right now for you? Is it music? Is it the studio alone? Is it a combination of both? How are you generating to be able to put out that's not just coming out your family budget pocket?
As far as financially?
Financially, correct. Like when you're putting out CDs and you're doing photo shoots and music videos and that type of thing. But a lot of artists that we have on here, a lot of young artists, not like yourself, but they don't have a clue on how to generate. Like they know how to put it out, but how do I profit from this? It's like going to work and working all weekend and Friday, you don't know how you get paid.
So what I've been doing is I generate funds a few different ways. I will invite people to my studio and I record their projects, and that's what's...
That here in the Bronx?
Right here in the Bronx.
Okay.
And that's what's been allowing me to offset. I'm sorry, I'm breathing a little...
I know you was running to pay this. Okay. Hey, listen, we in New York City. I know we a global show. New York City got paid tolls here on Saturday, so you could. I'm glad you caught catch your breath a little bit.
Gotta get that. I needed my asthma pump today.
I hear you.
But basically, when I invite people to the lab, I charge a little $35. And I feel like that's not a lot for people to be creative. Yeah. You go to the real studio, you might get charged $250 an hour.
Yeah.
You might not even finish your project.
Yeah.
So, I think, that offsets a little bit of what I invest back. But I'm going to be honest with you, just the love alone allows me to take what I make out of my regular check and keep it going.
No doubt.
The one thing I can say that really also I can see that's really helping you a whole lot too is that you have your own studio. Because if you didn't have your own studio, imagine the amount of money you'd be paying just to go to a studio.
Yes, sir.
To get the stuff done.
Or beats alone, to buy a track from another producer and you don't know nobody. So they be like, all right, give me 100. Man, that's $100 for one track.
Yeah, and then you still got to go to the studio and record it.
Is that what you charge? I know you do music and been doing it for a while.
We don't charge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we'll get a lot of calls after this show.
No. What I'm saying is like, when I first started this, it was just for people to give me approval. Like to basically say, because I grew up around a gang of people that rap some is even in the industry now to this day. And it was like I wanted the stamp of approval. I wanted to be recognized like them as I was nice. So once I got that, it was everything else was really irrelevant for me. Then it became like a business aspect for me, but I still had the love for the music. So I know everybody's struggle is pretty much the same. They don't have a platform or avenue or a place to go. So I said, why would I want something different for the same person that was in the same situation as me? You know what I'm saying? Like I tried the 35, I tried that. But in retrospect, they in the same situation I was in. I mean, I have a self-contained company. We don't want for nothing. We have everything. So it's not gonna hurt me to work with you. You know what I'm saying? And you do something for free and get it off the ground. Now, when you come back after that, we'll work out some business. But just to get you off the ground, because most artists is just freestyling on their phone or freestyling on a person's on another person's beat. They have actually never been in the real studio process and recorded a song and have the engineer tell them you got to come out, that didn't sound right, or do that over, you wasn't breathing right. So give them that experience and have them look forward to something else to have motivation to go get some money to then come back. But to just put them in that situation from the gate, they not going to be receptive.
Well, can I be honest with you? First off, where I'm located, dead in the hood. I'm a block off of Fordham Road. So the reason why I charge is to see if people are serious about their craft. Right. And if they, you got to realize you're coming into my home. Where I expended my funds to enable this to happen.
Got to be some respect.
So initially, I might have to charge you for your first hour. Come back to me, then we work out a plan. If you don't have it, I could do that. I could work with you. But that initial session.
And we all got to eat. Con Ed ain't trying to let you.
I get it. I understand, and you absolutely right. What you're saying is just. Me, I'm in a different situation because I'm actually doing this my whole sole purpose of that. Me and my partner argues about that because he don't agree with my merit of it. But I will take care of that part of it. Let's just get it done.
I don't agree with the tone, just to the record.
It's just that most people, they have the talent, but you got to see what you can do in the studio. Because talent means nothing. You could be the nicest basketball player, but if you don't know how to formulate a drill, how to run a play, that talent is useless.
Yes, sir.
And it's the same thing in the studio. You got to know how to say this the right way. It has to be on cue. You have to be riding the beat. It can't be no stuttering. So once I know that you could get through that, then we could talk about the money. Because a lot of people never been in the studio, but they lie to you and tell you they have. And then you in the studio, I'm charging you just $35, and it's taking you 4 hours just to get through your first 16
verse,
because you nervous and you never been in here.
More money,
You never been in here.
Yeah.
Now you arguing with me about well, I got it, but I still ain't get a song out of it.
You gotta do your homework before you come to the lab.
Yeah. So my thing was network with people, see where they at, and see when they go in the studio how they react.
So you're basically looking more like as a mentorship thing. You're letting them know that I'm trying to get you set up to know how to go in, just in case, even if you don't come back to me, but you know what to do.
Because half of the people that's rapping don't even know the format of rapping.
You need to have rodeo come see what you
They just think it's catchphrases and making things rhyme together. They don't know the process of how to ride the beat. They don't know none of that.
But isn't that the process of what is now with rap?
Well, can I say that? That is rap. Rap is just, I could say whatever I like, and if people find it to be hot, then they're gonna like it.
Like your favorite artist right
exactly.
now.
Exactly. What are you saying, bro?
Skip
Nothing.
that, boom, bap.
Is he rapping?
It's not. It's called mumbling. Now that's why you got mumble rappers. What are they mumbling? You don't even know.
They not mumbling though. It's harmony.
They're popular, and that's the business.
Harmony,
that's the business hustle that I want to learn.
Catchphrases.
That's the business hustle I want to learn. I mean, you might put out garbage. You might put out garbage, but they still got $1 million deal that they touching right now.
Yeah, but how much they had to do to get that $1 million?
Exactly. What did they have to do?
Well, again, I think it's more imagery than audio. I think it's more visual.
Kev, you said it. I mean, this is why I said earlier the hip and the hop. Like, it's more on the hop side because the imagery, and you could do something stupid, or somebody in camp do something stupid, and then you get a crazy following, and then they're going into that, or they're going into your sales. It's nothing is based on the music no more.
No.
It's on everything else.
Well, let's go into the music.
Okay, I was going to ask you, this is still part of the music. I was going to ask you, gentlemen, because y'all mostly do a lot of that stuff. How do you feel nowadays when you have so many artists mimicking each other instead of coming out with their own style?
There's a lack of creativity right now. I mean, basically what it is compared to when in the 90s and the early 2000s when everybody wanted to have their own brand. It's about what's selling, what's popular, and who's gonna like it. Who's gonna put a like on my Facebook? Who's gonna put a like on my IG or Twitter? If you're twitting or whatever it's called, tweeting, you know what I mean? It's a popularity hustle. But if you ask that age group of, I say 25 to 45, are they really gonna like it? Most of the times, no. And even the people who are underground, who are struggling to come out, they're still not gonna like you. Why? You don't have a look. You don't have an image. Nobody knows you.
Well, let's talk about the music, because I think you make a statement with Harsh Days Grind, CD I'm holding down, pouring camera. Is this relative? So is this just something that you pulled out, old school, Harsh Days? Looks like something out
the imagery of the picture.
The imagery of the picture.
The imagery of the picture itself, the cover art that's my grandfather and that's my grand uncle.
Wow. Okay.
And I decided to use them just to feed off of that energy, because you couldn't even imagine how hard for us now compared to them back in the 40s and 50s when they was coming up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Having to deal with slavery just ending 40 years, 50 years prior to that. Their family members are still, enslaved mind mentality. And them having to fight themselves and in different cultural barriers that they were going through. So they were young men coming up. So I fed off of that energy.
Right.
And try to blend a little bit of the old with the new.
See, the funny thing is, I'm looking at the imagery of this thing, and I guess your guys who's on my Facebook page saw some of the stuff I put out back in the days, like how men used to dress up and everything else. And it was very sharp. They always had the suits, they had the hats, they was freshly cut, they was always kept themselves looking nice.
Black men
not walking around with their pants off their butt, wearing some weird looking hair colors, all this other stuff. Yeah.
We were sharp people. We still are.
Yeah. I do believe that, and again, it's just my opinion, that at the end of the day, I mean, obviously we're in an era that, you know, we were talking about it with the girls about like athletes just doing outlandish and getting exposure and the loud mouth, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. But I really believe we're coming back, and we'll come back to a time where talent, the cream rises to the top.
Yes, sir.
Right now, I don't think that's the case at the moment. I think right now it's just about, you know, look at me, whoever beats the chest the hardest, you know, is the one who's going to win. But I really believe eventually people are going to get tired of that, because you can only, if you put whipped cream on horse manure, once you get through the whipped cream, it still
tastes like strawberries.
It's still horse manure. And that's
what it tastes like strawberries.
Sour grapes turns into the most best wine.
Yeah, exactly. So again, you got an album here. It's this album cut. You got a bunch of tracks on here.
Yeah.
What's his favorite? What is the favorite track that you made on that you really like, that you said that's the best track you have on?
Oh man,
I know it's all of them, but what's the one that you would pinpoint that you said that you like?
I like.
To be out there?
If I was to stand out and do a song right now off that album, and I'd say this is my favorite, it'd be Mind Right. Mm-hmm. Mind Right is brief, it's to the point. The beat is, I would say, kind of R&B-ish, but it's just me just venting a little bit, and it's not angry.
And what is
it's
it
just
about,
being.
basically?
Mind Right is basically saying, you know what, I'm gonna do what I gotta do regardless if you like me or not. I might not be who you thought I was, but I still gotta do what I gotta do to survive.
Right.
I got to keep my mind right through this hustle time.
Right.
Get my mind right.
No
and
doubt.
keep it right.
And we're going to play Sensormatic's music on our website, nowfreelounge.com, all week. So people get a chance to hear your stuff all week on our site, and they'll come up and, you know, leave messages, and, you know, we'll definitely link you to Sensormatic. If you got something to say positive about it, hopefully, you know, we're going to play that, because, again, you know, if we can't support one another as artists, as people, as men, then what good are we? You mentioned about that song right there. What's the mindset you have to be when you're sitting down and writing? Now, I've met plenty of artists that come out and say they got to enhance themselves. Some say they have to have different lighting. Some say they just carry a notebook, or they're talking to their phone these days. What's the Sensormatic mindset when you say, listen, I got to put the wife, the kids away, and I got to write? What's the format like?
I'm gonna be honest with you, especially now that I'm a parent.
Mm-hmm.
It's when I get a moment.
Got it.
You know, when I get out of work and I might be stressed riding the 4 train, stuck in between stations.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
You know what I mean? When you know what I mean. When I'm online at BJ's and it's wrapped around, I'm like, damn, I wish I had my mind right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or make this money. You know what I mean? So I could get my lab to the next level. And start meeting the right people who can start really opening some doors.
Right.
You know, and I wrote a lot of this under a lot of stress, because there was a lot of, I sat there and I watched my daughter grow over these last couple of years from an infant into an 8-year-old. I have a stepdaughter who can't walk, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I've gone through a growth period right now in my life, and Hard Day's Grind is, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, ain't the damn thing easy about living in New York and living in this world as a black male.
No doubt.
Coming up, you know what I mean? Taking care of our queens and just being honest to myself.
Right.
I mean, my album is just about me being honest to myself about right now who I am.
And where can people find the album at?
It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. I distribute it through DistroKid.
Okay.
And so it's everywhere right now. I mean, you could look it up right now, Hard Day's Grind on YouTube, and just check it out. You know, we got 15 songs, 3 little instrumental snippets that I put together, and just check it out. You know, I hope you like it. I like it for right now. There's a lot of things out there that I could have did a lot better, but with the time that I had, I did the best I could.
Well, you got to be a fan of your own music. Go ahead.
You know what I was going to say? Not to be cutting you off. One thing I was going to say was that basically, if you ever look at most of the artists that's out there that put a lot of songs out of their pain, their hurt, and everything else, or what they're going through, became top hits.
Yes, sir.
Because look at that No Doubt album. Whoever thought that all that pain that she had, or even the Madonna album, or even some of the Michael Jackson stuff.
Mary J.
Mary J's career.
You know, Fantasia, all those people who put out their heart and soul and the stuff that they was going through, album comes to the top.
To fruition.
And so if you look at what you did right there and all your stuff is put in there, I can see this gonna go far.
Thank you very much.
Nelson, you want to ask something? You've been quiet today, man. You just in awe?
I'm trying to get his phone working.
He's stuck over there.
He's
trying to get his mind right.
He and his settings in that Apple world is
I'm
giving
trying to
him
give
problems.
our young scholar a platform. He quiet today.
Nah, I finally got the phone, the email account good. But to be honest, I just had quite a few, drinks last night, so I'm just chilling.
That's good. That's
what
good.
I need is just some
Like, you can
greasy
do that,
food
you're
and
young.
some sleep, So that's just what I'm looking forward to. But keep definitely doing what you're doing, and I hear people say you really gotta want it more than your next breath, because it's one of those situations where when you want something, you really want it, like when you hungry that you gotta eat.
Keep going with it.
You gotta keep going, because and with a lot of people, it seems that things happen overnight, but they just push. You gotta grab that one song, push that one song hard, and then when you have their attention, it's like, all right, this is what I do, and then you give them the whole catalog.
Yes, sir.
So I'm rooting for you, man, and I'm pushing for
Thank you very much.
No doubt,
He just gave the best advice.
Yeah.
That's why I tell him he might be the youngest guy here, but he's just.
I'm studying right
now. To any artist, that's really the blueprint. Promote that one song.
And from a marketing perspective, let's definitely talk. I know Ghost, you work with Ghost. And
Ghost West 176th Street Entertainment.
Yeah, he's doing some unique things. We got him on cinema and movie theaters, so promoting the brand. So from a standpoint, the people you're working with are starting to branch out in different things.
Absolutely.
I call it outside the bun, beyond social, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I know you got to do those things, but it's also about community. Driving when 100 cars are driving left or right, and that one car is driving right to left. I don't care where you're at. You're going to see that one car coming right to left.
That's right.
And you want to be that one car going against the grain.
Absolutely.
Josh, you want to add before we get out of here? Anything? I guess not.
He's a deep throat. It's so much that I want to say, so I'm just kind of condense it real quick.
Yeah.
One, learn the social media game, obviously. Like Nelson said. 2, find a track that you're really in love with and push that one track as hard as possible. Everywhere you go, anytime you're out and about, that's that one track you want everybody to know about. Because that one track will get you more than enough followers that you can start pushing yourself. 3, try to just look at what some of these, and I hate to use him as the example, but gotta give credit where credit is due. 6ix9ine, look at what he did.
Yeah, I do agree. I do
And
agree.
as much as I can't stand some of the things he does, some of the things he does do, they are right. But the way he made himself popular and entertaining, and I'm not saying all the trolling and
that's the one part that I can't talk to him about.
But the way he did it, and the way he brought his marketing up, and everybody knows I can't even stand her, but Cardi B is another one where you got to give credit where credit is due. Look at how they did it. Go back and research. What did she do from here to here?
Well, don't fall Cardi all the way, because you're not built for that.
I'm just saying. But I'm saying you take bits and pieces of a lot of different people. You put a puzzle together, and it'll give you an answer that you're looking for. And those are the 3 things I can stress to you. Is 1, find somebody young that you could probably latch on to, that you can learn something from in this new age. 2, stick to what you know. Push that album as hard as possible. And 3, just look around and see what other people are doing, and just take a bit from here and a bit from there and a bit from there. And next thing you know, you're going to have a full puzzle and you're going to be a billionaire.
Build your quilt.
Thank you, King.
Build your quilt. Again, Harsh Days Grind. One more time, where you can find Harsh Days Grind?
YouTube, Spotify, all platforms. It's everywhere right now. It's just up there sitting. I was really tempted to pull it down for just editing purposes and put it back up. But I think right now I'm just going to leave it. It is what it is, and stand with it, and go back what I learned, what mistakes I made on it, and cook even harder next time I come back around.
And here's a couple of cuts on 9feetlounge.com.
Have you started the next project yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. As a matter of fact, tomorrow afternoon I'm going to be seeing Deborah Coco and Just Give Me the Mic and promoting Harsh Days Grind. So I got to stay right where I am for right now. But once I'm ready to go back to the lab, I'm starting to meet new people. You know, union reps. I'm hopefully we'll be able to build on something in the future.
We're definitely gonna do something.
You know,
Immediately, because that's
Tone knows he don't charge. So
that's
I mean,
how I operate. That's how I operate. So we're gonna do something.
You know, and I'm trying to have the right team right now to really get the damn thing going.
My thing for you would be right now. You said you feel confident about that Mind Right. Then that's be the single that you need to be promoting, and then you need to come up with a treatment for where you want that video to go. And once you come up with that treatment, the way you want that video to go, that's gonna be our first interaction in business, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Well, we hope we get, we got you an interview here. Hope
I just want to be in the video. I just want to be in a music video. Dancing. I'm gonna be dancing in the video.
Yeah, my daughter's gonna have the main spot right there next to me.
There you go. Let's get her. She wanted to come on camera. Come on, let's get her before we get out of here.
She said,
she's gonna come on camera. She's like, no, I'm not.
She's actually filming right now.
Okay, she's
doing
filming.
a whole
Okay,
different
she's
job
working.
right
It's
now.
all good. It's all
She's
good.
behind the scenes. She's the one that's gonna be counting the money, making sure everything is right.
And by getting her bars up.
No doubt. But my brother, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
One more time, where can people reach out to you on social media?
Right now, you can hit me on IG at Sensological. Okay, if you want to talk to me on by YouTube as well, Sensological channel. If you want to send me an email, I'm on Gmail, so that's Sensomad, SENSOMAD @gmail.com. All right, and thank you very much.
Big shout out to the brother Sensomatic again. Shanta, I hope you're watching. Again, your brother's here. Harsh Days Grind. Go check it out. We'll have a couple cuts on nonfreelounge.com this week. It's been a great show.
Really
big
good.
thanks to the girls from Girls Talk Sports TV, Sensomatic, my man